32. Welcome back to the basement, boys.
The hee episode. Hee.
Magic? I was thinking the Rip Hamilton.
Move on. No, it's the Magic.
It's the greatest Laker of all time episode.
It's the greatest Laker.
He's not the greatest Laker of all time. Kobe Bean fucking
very arguable.
Kobe Bean Bryant, baby.
I don't know.
The greatest fucking Laker
it's
of
debatable.
all fucking time.
No, but it's debatable.
All right, man. Sky.
I mean Kobe, if you want the truth. But I mean,
I see fucking LaMelo do the passes that Magic does. All respect.
Does he do it to 5 championships and 9 finals? I don't think he does.
What's up, fellas?
Just get right into it, man. I know you have a lot to get off. Just do it, man. Let's do it.
We had ourselves we had a very fun Super Bowl Sunday.
Kendrick Lamar had a very fun Super Bowl Sunday too.
I'll tell you that much.
Team Drake, baby, I'm with you. I didn't bob my head once to that
Yeah, you
shit.
did.
Yeah, you
You
did.
were lit.
Yeah,
I
you
was
did.
lit.
Yeah, well, you were. That's why I don't like this. I don't like this.
I was just saying, but Drake, I'm with you, baby.
No, we're not.
I'm with
I mean, you
baby.
said Drake has to say something now.
Drake, you need to come out, bro.
There's nothing he could say that
kinda
would
fried.
even.
That was a bigger beatdown than the Eagles beatdown.
What was the bigger beatdown?
The Kendrick one was a bigger one.
Was it?
Because Pat's gonna recover.
Yeah.
It's looking bleak for Drake right now.
Yeah,
Though.
yeah.
Like Drake is always gonna be the biggest star. He's always gonna have the most streams. It's not the same anymore.
Because now when you think
The
about
aura's gone.
To be
a little
honest,
bit.
with you, I haven't heard Drake in like.
He hasn't
I mean, he's
months.
still the most streamed
Yeah, he's
artist.
still-
I
in
understand.
the world,
Hey,
but
that's
like,
because a bunch of 15-year-old girls are listening to him.
no,
That's not fair.
true.
Tete.
Yeah, there you
And
go.
I know Tete.
Hey,
That's
don't bring
not
that.
true.
Hey, shake it
Bad for
off.
50, good for 5. Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Wow, Tom. Yeah, Tom wins that Super Bowl. Okay.
I'm with you, Drake. It's all good, baby.
Yeah.
It happens, bro. Sometimes we take L's. Sometimes
You and
know,
like 5
Yeah.
people in the world, man.
you
Go ahead,
know,
anyways.
Every time I see Drake, last thing, I'll always remember Kendrick smiling in the camera. Say Drake.
Say Drake. I hear you like I'm young.
Finally, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Finally.
It was.
We needed a good beef in hip hop. Wallah.
That wasn't a beef. That was a one-sided beatdown.
Hey, that was a one-hitter quitter, my
Yeah,
boy.
it was. All right, boys. We did we actually have a Super Bowl?
We did.
It was a very boring Super Bowl, but it was very.
It's a good halftime show is bad food. It's just
It
every
was,
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
That's
it
the way
was
goes.
very. It was a very. It was shocking for different reasons, because it would have been shocking if I would have came and told you guys, hey, the Eagles won.
No.
But it would have been shocking if I would have said, hey, Patrick Mahomes looked like a bum out there, and they got their asses whooped.
What,
Like,
what were the odds of us coming to this episode and hearing him say that?
I mean, I'll call
Very low.
I'll call a spade a spade. I mean, what were they down? 24?
31-0. I think it was 31-0.
No.
They were down, guys.
What were they down at halftime? 24-0?
20,
Yeah.
20.
24-0, bro.
Pat's so great. We were trying to. Oh no,
Finagle.
Our bets were just.
I'm pretty sure they got down 31-0 at one point, bro. Well,
I'm sure.
pretty sure
Did
they
they get down
did,
31-0?
I'm pretty
How?
sure they got
They
31-0.
did because
They
remember
won 40 to 22. How would they go down 30?
because you remember what happened was the Chiefs got the ball coming out the half. They didn't score, and then Eagles came out and scored. 31-0. I think you were right.
at halftime?
No, they went down 24-0 going into halftime.
I don't think it was 24.
It was 24. It was
Was it?
Yeah. Remember me and him were trying to
Yeah.
come up with theories and how they're
Scenarios,
gonna. That was the money talking, bro.
That was fried, bro.
That was the money talking.
Realistically, the money was fried. Second quarter.
First
Sorry,
quarter.
they went down 34-0.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
34?
0.
Jesus Christ.
Nasty.
Wow.
Nasty.
Yeah.
There's a lot of angles and layers.
Man, just jump into it.
No, I'm
Get
serious.
it off your chest. Say what you want to say.
No. I don't.
Go right to what you want to say.
No,
too.
I'm saying there was a lot of that game had a lot of angles because
Yeah.
there was a lot at stake walking in there.
Yeah,
There was
that's what you got.
There was the three-peat walking in there.
Yeah.
There was the Eagles putting some respect on their names because, I mean, they needed to win that game,
Yeah.
and a lot of shit shook differently. We'll talk about the Eagles first, and then we'll get to
Okay.
pictures. I'll give the respect to the champs first.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
He doesn't want to say it.
No, I'm serious. No, we'll get to Jalen Hurts.
I think, bro, the Eagles were in the last 15 years, I can't think of a better constructed team than the Eagles. At every level of football, they were just dominant. At every level of football.
Yeah, most positions, you're right.
Like they're so well built. And to be honest with you, a lot of them are younger, and they have probably the best GM in sports right now. This team is going to be around for a long time.
Yeah.
They're going to be around for a while. Like we could be looking.
We've been saying this for a really long time about
possible dynasty. Possible.
No. You need to have a great quarterback to be a dynasty.
Do you? Terry Bradshaw won 4. Maybe you
different. It's a different time.
Maybe you don't.
It's a different time.
Can
I mean, we've been saying it for a really long time about the Eagles roster. I don't hate the Eagles. I'm jealous of the fucking Eagles, bro.
Yeah.
Because of how that's a blueprint, and it's probably hard to like copy that blueprint. We were talking about what's like that's a hard team to build. You're talking about perfect drafting, trading for the right players, signing for the right. Like, think about this, saying, yeah, whatever, we'll bring on Saquon to the best fucking team in the league, and they didn't even fucking use Saquon.
They tried. Lord knows they tried.
Like, you get what I'm saying? They didn't even he didn't even have his game. So we didn't even see our Saquon Super Bowl game that we thought we were gonna fucking see.
We were expecting that though.
Yeah, we weren't expecting him to go off or anything crazy. Yeah, 100%.
Spags did one thing right that held him. How about you? What do you think about the Eagles for the most part? You picked them to win.
I picked them to win. I mean,
Yeah.
they came out as the better team all around, like Eddie was saying. And they came out. They put on a show for everybody, man. They had minimal mistakes that game.
All right, 0.
0. I mean, you got to pick, but
Real
They-
talk.
It was the Chiefs that was super sloppy.
Yeah.
1,000%.
That was the most shocking thing about that game.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody thought that was going to happen.
That was the most shocking thing that like defense.
They look
was,
like a team that's never been there before. Know the truth, it didn't look like a team that's been there.
It looked
The
like a
Chiefs?
5
team.
times. Yeah.
Oh,
It looked like a team that got punched in the face when they
never
got.
recovered.
I feel like when they seen Pat after like 2 drives, flustered. It was.
They had it in the
They
bag.
gave
It
up.
was. Yeah. I not even gave up. They were just like, damn. They got our boy looking like that,
Yeah.
and Lord knows he looked bad. He looked
Yeah.
really
He looked really bad.
really bad.
I mean,
We're
that
talking about
wasn't-
the Eagles right now. Let's stick to the Eagles.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the Eagles.
I was thinking
Give them
about
their flowers.
I was thinking about it. That team, the Eagles team, and I looked at the last like 10 Super Bowl winners, and I wanted to compare them. They're just the team in general. So they were better than the last year's Chiefs game. They were better than the 2 years ago Chiefs team.
They were.
They were better than the Rams as an all-around team.
Yes. they
Which
were.
Rams
I
team?
would say so. Yeah.
The Rams team that won.
Were they?
Oh,
But
okay.
that one's arguable. That one's a little arguable.
Who was the running back? Akers? Cam Akers was the running back?
No, they were better.
No, they were better, Eddie.
I mean, they were a lot better at the most important position.
No.
Really, guys?
No.
They were a lot better in the most important position.
No. I mean,
Okay,
Keem-
but, I mean,
that,
but
that
every
year,
other-
And they had
I'm-
arguably the greatest defensive player of all time.
literally,
on
I'm
their
taking
roster.
Cooper Cup.
You're taking Cooper Cup over AJ?
Yeah, that year, the Triple
I mean,
Crown.
that year.
What?
You're taking Cooper Cup and
What was it, Brandon Cooks?
But we're talking about 1,300-yard Cooper Cup right now. We're not talking about
we're talking
this
about
Cup.
Cooper Cup and
who's the
Odell.
second? OBJ?
Odell.
It was Odell.
No, I'm thinking Devontae Smith, but still, like,
the
who's the
and
running
the
back?
offensive line. They're off that Rams team offensive
Yeah.
line was
Akers?
No,
was
this
it
one,
no?
no, this one's more well-rounded.
I think
of a
the
roster.
Eagles team is definitely better.
Yeah, it's a more well-rounded roster.
Okay.
They were better than that Bucks team.
Okay.
They were better than that Patriots team that beat Jared Goff.
Okay.
Were they better than that Bucks team? Are you
Yes.
sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of quarterback, that's probably the only thing.
I mean, Hetty, they're
That receiving core is better than this one, though.
No.
Oh, I'm taking Gronk and Mike Evans over this all day. every year,
Gronk
bro.
was washed.
He wasn't washed. He was 30.
No, Eddie, he was
but
old.
he
brother.
was
30.
old.
He was old. Eddie. He came out of retirement.
but he was
brother.
old.
He retired, then he came
Gronk
out.
had a year that year.
Antonio Brown was like one motion away from.
I mean, Hetty, they had Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So they had the best wide receiver in the league, and they had an arguable, let's just say for the fuck's sakes, like a top 7 wide receiver in the same team with the best offensive line.
Yeah.
And a really good tight end. That's not even talking about the other side of the ball, bro.
Yeah.
They weren't blitzing Pat. They were getting to Pat with 4.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. 1,000%.
They were better than that other Eagles team that beat the
Yeah.
Patriots.
Yeah, they were definitely better
Route
than that.
Oh,
well
of
rounded.
course. I didn't remember.
They
that.
were better. The last team that I could think of that was this well constructed
What was the Seahawks team?
was the Seahawks.
Yeah.
They're kind
But
of
that Seahawks team is probably better than the Eagles team, though.
So much better.
defensively, yes. Offensively, no.
No, yeah.
But they
were,
just
Hakeem.
won defensively.
Yeah, they were. Hakeem. Yeah, they were. Yeah,
Who was
they
the
were.
wide receiver on that team? The Seahawks team.
What was that? Lockett, Baldwin.
You guys got
Yeah,
it
but you're looking at no names. Hakeem, but at
No,
that,
I know,
at that
I know
time, they were bro. They were the
also
real deal.
Also, the running back position wasn't that big of a gap.
Marshawn?
That
Marshawn,
prime Marshawn Lynch and like this Saquon, it's like it's a gap, but it's not.
it's not a big of a gap.
Like he was the best running back in the league at that point.
It wasn't that big of a gap.
I mean,
Guys,
he
I know. I guys.
Hakeem,
it's-
that defense is not even close to.
And
to
no,
Russell-
no. So the defense wasn't close, but this Eagles offense is a lot better.
not by much. Not by much.
Because that Eagles.
well, then it's a toss up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a
So,
toss-up.
but that's what
It's a
I'm trying to say. Like when we sit there and we look at this,
Russ is better than Jalen Hurts, though. Prime Russell Wilson is
I
better
mean,
than
yeah,
Jalen.
Russ is
Yeah,
Russ is
oh, yeah.
Russ is. I mean,
Hall
don't
of
look
Fame
at him now.
quarterback.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
Russ is.
Oh yeah.
That's who he could possibly be one day.
No.
You get what I mean?
I've been hearing
But
that a lot, and I
we'll
completely
we'll
disagree.
go we'll get there to a different time. No, the Eagles. And this was my point from earlier why I was so angry about everything. I didn't want the quarterback position to hold back this team because they should win, man. They are a great man, well constructed, bro. Every fucking level, bro.
Deep, very deep.
Deep.
Very
Yes.
deep.
Bro.
Yes.
And their defense is more impressive than their offense, if you want the truth. Because that's actually sustainable.
The defense. Yeah.
Like, listen,
Yeah.
people want to say Pat choked. He choked, but the Eagles had something to say about that.
They helped them choke.
I'm not going to say he choked.
No, he choked.
He got his
Just
ass
for
Just for safety measures.
just for talking, talking shit.
No, we don't just sit here and talk shit. He didn't choke. To me.
And he didn't choke. He had his worst game of
He
his.
got his ass beat.
He had his worst game of his career.
I mean, he got his ass beat.
I mean,
I was watching that. I know. So here's what. Let's get into the beans of it, right? Something that happens after every Super Bowl and every football season comes a lot of overreactions and underreactions. And we're seeing a lot of overreactions about Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts, and we're seeing the opposite for both of them too. Suddenly, Patrick Mahomes is a fucking bum, and they should trade him. I'll take him. And Jalen Hurts is the best fucking quarterback in the league.
Would you take him?
Take who?
Jalen Hurts.
No, I absolutely would not. I mean, I have Jalen Hurts on my team already.
Better throw the ball than
Yeah,
Jalen
I
Hurts,
mean-
though. Not as mobile.
All right, boys. So,
not all.
we've been watching the media. I'm not even talking about Eagle fans because that's what they should do.
We
It's-
got to put those on a bucket.
Yeah, those guys, they should talk about their quarterback like that. But we've been seeing the media now compare Jalen Hurts
To the untouchables.
To the untouchables. We see him comparing them to the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, and the Joe Burrows of the world. And this was my fear with what this happened. We're going to put some respect on Jalen Hurts' team. He on his name, I'm sorry. He won Super Bowl MVP, had a great fucking game. We could start putting him in that top 7 talk, which shame on him. Like, it took that much to be the top 7 talk. But I take offense. I take utter defense. It's been bothering the living fuck out of me with what's been going on with this Jalen Hurts thing. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep this very simple, and I'm gonna put it out on America, just very simply. I challenge any Eagles fan, any social media member, any person that talks about sports out there. Tell me how Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, or Joe Burrow without using the term he just wins. We're talking about a better quarterback because we all know at the end of the day that Patty's a better quarterback than him because he throws the ball better than him by far. That's not even a discussion. Lamar's a better runner and a pocket passer than him. Josh is also a better pocket thrower and a runner than him, and he can't sniff Joe Burrow's jockstrap in the pocket. If you can't explain to me why he's a better quarterback without using the term he just wins, that's an indictment on Jalen Hurts. That's all I have to say. You guys can talk for the rest of this.
So I mean, I think winning matters.
Winning
Definitely matters. And when they say like, "Oh, he just wins," listen, I don't completely disagree with that. Like, okay, I mean, yeah, the kid's. Listen, he did his job. He won the Super Bowl, and he didn't stand in the way of his team. He did his job. What's asked of him on that team, and he made plays in that first half. It matters when I'm comparing two guys who aren't super elite. Like I said this off the air. The him and Baker thing, you can clearly say he's better than Baker now.
Yeah.
Clearly. Because, I mean, the Super Bowl MVP is a big deal. It's a huge fucking deal.
You can say he's better than
We
Dak.
play the sport to win the game, right? Where I draw the line, right? And by the way, I respect the hell out of Jalen Hurts. I really, truly do. I don't want our social media to cloud it. You guys need to watch the whole fucking episode before you guys jump on everything that we say. I respect the shit out of Jalen Hurts. It's not a hypothetical. It's just reality. How many Super Bowls will Josh Allen have if the Bills' defense holds Patrick Mahomes to 0 points through 3 quarters? How many Super Bowls does Lamar have? How many Super Bowls does Brock Purdy have? If their defense holds Patrick Mahomes to 0 points through 3 quarters. Like, this shit matters. This isn't hypothetical. They held Patrick Mahomes to 0 points in 3 quarters. Jalen Hurts could have come out and scored a touchdown, 1 touchdown, and it would have been enough for them to be comfortable in the lead. He could have scored 1 time. 1 time. It was enough. He had a great game. Hats off to Jalen Hurts. To me, out of respect for winning, I'm putting him in the 5-6 mark now. Him and like Herbert are trading. I need to see more out of Herbert. I do need to see more because I think Justin Herbert is more talented than Jalen Hurts, but I also reward winning. Okay? Second thing I want to say about Jalen Hurts. Because what else comes up other than winning is personal stuff. He's a leader. He's this, he's that. I'm not in the Eagles locker room, and I'm not in the Bills locker room either. I don't know if he's a better leader than Josh Allen. How the fuck would I know that? Because I see his face more? Because he talks in quotes more in the press conferences? I don't know. When you start bringing up things like that, that's how I know football-wise you have no argument. There's no argument to it. Because guess what? He's still bad at reading progressions. I guess going through his progressions. He's still bad under pressure. And he still has a great ball. And he still, when you ask him to do very simple sets, he executes them perfectly. It's a mix of things with Jalen Hurts. And anybody outside of 4, it's a mix. So it didn't change my mind that much about Jalen Hurts. I never thought Jalen Hurts was a bum to begin with. I thought he was a good quarterback. And he elevated himself with the Super Bowl MVP. I mean, what else can you say about it?
You can't say nothing about it.
What else can you say about it? Did I cover everything? I mean, I can't think of nothing like.
I wasn't.
He's a good quarterback, and his team held Patrick Mahomes to 0 points. Like,
guys,
those things are true.
Guys, I don't care if people put him in the 5 or 6 range and put respect on his name. He's a fucking Super Bowl MVP, bro. Yes, he should. But I take major offense when we start tearing down the games of Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow.
I think we're in an era of just straight winning. Of if you don't win, you're not nothing.
I agree. That's been added for a while.
People want to see somebody win. And you can do whatever you want. You can spin it however way you want it. His team, his defense is this. The guy won.
Oh, no, but yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, the guy won. And everybody out there, they want to see winning.
But
how do you?
But that's not the reality, though,
but I know.
How do you?
Brother,
I know
we said that. We legit said that on, like, off air. Bro, we watched the game from a different perspective. We analyze everything. Everybody else, like, most of them don't.
So they're lazy.
I mean, it sounds like they are.
But guys, it's late. But it's lazy.
It's winning. That's all it is. It's just winning.
But it's lazy, though.
It's very lazy.
It's very lazy to be like, yeah, Jalen Hurts won that game and he won the Super Bowl. So now we have to put him over Lamar Jackson but that's what people are doing, though.
I mean, Like, I mean, but like, if you want to talk about resume, you have to put resume in there and that factor as well. He has a better resume than all of them. Now,
He does have a better resume, but
they got like okay MVPs, all right, but he's been to 2 Super Bowls, brother. He has a Super Bowl. And a
but
Super
what
Bowl
does it
MVP.
take to what does it take to get to the Super Bowl? Just like
You
real
gotta
talk.
win.
No. Like, what does it take to make multiple Super Bowl runs? So, in 3 years, they've gone to two Super Bowls. What does it take to get to the Super Bowl? It takes having
Great team.
either
Oh,
a
a
GOAT
well-rounded team.
quarterback, like one of those GOAT quarterbacks, or a really well constructed team,
Mm-hmm.
like the Seahawks. They didn't have a GOAT quarterback. They had a very well constructed, oiled team, one of the best constructed.
A Hall
teams.
of Fame quarterback. Though. They had a Hall of Fame
Yes,
quarterback.
and Jalen
Oh,
Hurts might end up being in the Hall of Fame. one
He
day.
absolutely will not be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, you don't.
But
He absolutely will not be in.
I don't know how the fuck they do these things. My thing is that
He's never been an All-Pro.
I
He
just-
never be an All-Pro and be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean,
and it's never happened
still.
before.
it's lazy to me that the day after he wins the Super Bowl, we start tearing down guys like Josh Allen and guys like Patrick Mahomes, bro. And guys, not Patrick Mahomes, I'm sorry, guys like listen, bro. I took so much offense when I started seeing especially Josh Allen's name. Because I laugh at the Lamar thing. Like, what are we doing? But like, really? Because everybody keeps on comparing the game that he just had against the Chiefs compared to what.
Jalen Hurts.
Man, do people not fucking realize that Devontae Smith would be by far and away his best offensive fucking weapon on that team?
Man, you're going way too far with it.
Do people
Lamar?
not understand?
Oh,
If you put Devontae Smith on the Bills, he's their best offensive weapon.
I mean, brother,
Zay
they don't even
Flowers is the third wide receiver.
they don't need Devontae Smith on that team. They don't need Devontae Smith on that team. They held Patrick Mahomes to 0 points in 3 quarters, bro. He did his job.
I already told
Good
you.
job.
I already told you,
Man.
bro. I already told you. If you can't,
Held him to 0
Hey, if
points
you
in
can't-
3 quarters.
I already challenged everybody out in the world, and I hope every person, if they could do it. With
Well, I already know what the answers are.
what's the answer gonna be?
You've never played football, and well, if you're not out there to win, what are you out there doing? You guys, because I've seen it before. Oh, you guys like people with just numbers. You don't like winning. No, I like people with numbers who are carrying franchises.
And Jalen Hurts has never been asked to carry the franchise, bro. And listen, maybe we have to wait for that to happen to see it, right? But as I bring up, when he was asked to do it a little bit, his team went on a downward spiral. For example, you brought no. Like, this is funny. You brought up that he was playing with he was playing with the worst defense
Secondary.
secondary last year.
And AJ was out.
And AJ was out, right? And they lost their last 7 out of 8 games, and they got fucking smacked
They did.
in the first round. Lamar Jackson's defense couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed.
He had the worst secondary in the league this year.
Had the worst secondary in the
For
league
like
with
11
Zay
weeks.
Flowers as his number 1 wide receiver, right? And they were still
Contenders.
Lamar Jackson was putting up MVP numbers.
And they were winning games.
Joe Burrow, if you showed somebody Joe Burrow and his name and his numbers, you would be like, that guy's in the AFC Championship, right?
Again,
What are we doing here, man? Not everybody has that
they
luxury.
held Patrick Mahomes to 0 points in 3 quarters. I feel like we keep passing by that point.
And everybody's talking about what does the defense have to do? What does the defense have to do with it? The defense has a lot
Honest
to do.
to God, how many Super Bowls does Lamar and Josh and Joe have if their defense held Patrick to 0 every time they played him?
Listen, bro. At this point, I think I'm done with the whole Jalen Hurts thing. We'll let the summer continue out. Maybe people put some context around it and stuff like that. Congratulations to the Eagles and congratulations to Jalen Hurts. Very well played, perfect game played. Jalen Hurts, respect to you, bro. You had a really fucking good playoff run. You earned yourself a top shit. Even if you want to put him at number 5, number 6, and that's open for that. Are you putting him at 5?
I'm putting him at 5.
Out of respect to the Super Bowl.
Out of respect to the Super Bowl.
I'm cool with that.
I'm good with that.
Hold on.
I lean 6. But
Yeah,
I'm, good.
don't.
Who's
but
5?
I'm leaning 7, about 5 or 6.
I just can't. I after what
I
I
still
watched.
think Jaden is.
what I
is like
watched
I'm moving
Jaden
forward.
do-
I'd rather draft Jaden. And moving forward, if I'm starting a team and I don't know who I have on my roster, I'm still taking Justin Herbert over Jalen Hurts. Because I think Justin Herbert wins that Super Bowl. I mean, do we think otherwise?
Oh, bro, if it's
Like,
not,
does Justin Herbert win the Super Bowl? If we're just using winning,
yeah, I think so.
doesn't he win the Super Bowl with this Eagles team?
I mean, I
Does
think
he
so.
though?
He absolutely does.
You know me, man. I'm not. I don't like doing that.
Oh,
I'm
it's a
not-
different conversation for me when I'm just starting a team and I don't know who's around. That's it.
Let's say you have this Eagles team. You want Jalen Hurts or Justin Herbert?
Justin Herbert. But I'm talking about oh, Jalen, and this is like just I mean, he was drafted in the second round for a reason because he's not the most talented guy. Like, no, he's closer to like the 10ish spot for me. If I don't know who's on my team, yeah, bro, like he just definitely is. But it's no disrespect to him. I swear to God, it's not. It's just really, really not. He's just not that.
He could go down as the greatest game manager ever. One of.
I don't see this team as a repeat team. Just to be real honest.
Maybe
with you.
not. Because like they always say, oh, he won even in college. But even in college, he played on Alabama and he played on the deepest team in football.
And he got benched.
And he got benched
To Tua.
for Tua.
All
right,
right,
let's-
bad idea.
Let's flip it to the other side. Speaking of overreaction, so I'll actually ask you guys because this is really important too. And this is the question that I'm not going to act like I came up with this great question. Patrick Mahomes probably picked the worst day to have his worst career game. He had by far his worst game ever. Like, this was worse than the first Tampa one. He just didn't look like he was operating as a quarterback in that first half, and by that point, it was over.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the question to both of you guys, and I'll start with you actually, Suede.
Okay.
Does that game change your image of him to you at all?
Doesn't change my image, no.
What does it do though?
Makes the hill even so much harder to climb.
For the GOAT?
So much harder to climb, yes. Like you said, he had probably his worst game of his career in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we're best how to have it.
Horrible spot. Like the grandest stage of them all. After taking your team, after having the chance to three-peat, after having the chance to create history for yourself and actually permanently cement yourself for right now as the second greatest quarterback of all time through your eight-year career. And I'm sorry to say, I know it's probably going to be disrespectful. He choked. I'm not ashamed to say it. He choked.
He choked the moment.
He didn't have the Patty Mahomes potential. He didn't have the Patty game that he's been having throughout his career. He wasn't there.
That was the last alternative we thought was going to happen. Basically, that's exactly what
Nobody thought. Nobody thought this was going to happen, bro. He looked. Honestly, he looked scared. He looked like.
He looked shocked.
Honestly, flabbergasted. He didn't look like Patty. He did not look like Patty. That's the best quarterback in the league. But still the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, I think if you would have gave me 10 different alternatives on how that game was going to go, that wasn't going to be in the bingo card. Like him, like
No matter how good of a defense you're playing, man. If you're good, if you're great at what you do, you don't go scoreless for 3 quarters, man. You really don't.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. So, Hedy, for you, so you're relatively a new Patrick Mahomes defender, I would say, over like the last year. I mean, you've always
Not fan, defender.
yeah, like defender. Like you've always thought that, but you defended him on a different level, right? And I mean, great career so far, bro. But I'll ask you. So you watched that Super Bowl. Anything change for you on a level of his image and what you think of him moving forward?
No. So the overreaction on Patrick Mahomes bothers me a lot more than it did on Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
A lot more. Because I'm going to push back on one thing. I don't think it's possible for you to choke after you've won 3 Super Bowls already. I think it's possible for you to have a very shitty game. I think it's possible for you to start overthinking defenses. I think it's possible for you to start overthinking what you're doing offensively. But I also think it's possible that every time you snap the ball, 5 milliseconds later, there was a defender in his face. And I also think it's possible that on most of the drives we saw, there was truly nobody open. Even when he was creating space and time with his feet, there was still nobody open. I agree with you that it's a harder hill to climb because we're talking about GOAT now. And what Tom put together for 20 years is nothing short of miraculous. So I agree with you that it's harder now. But also, the moment that we're saying he choked, right? What was at stake?
Three-peat.
A three-peat. A Super Bowl win.
I think, and maybe I'm wrong for saying this, but I really truly believe and think that I have a clearer vision on Pat than maybe you and Ali do. Because I don't have a dog in the race. I don't have a horse in the race. You're a Pat fan. He's a Tom fan. So you guys come with it a little bit sometimes with preemptive notions because he's your guy and Tom's his guy. Neither of them are my guy. I'm looking at it through a third party,
Right.
non-biased opinion, non-biased lens. I don't think, Tom wins that game. He probably doesn't get beat as bad as he got beat, but I don't think Tom wins that game. Same scenario, same team, same everything. I think he looks better.
But it doesn't matter, though.
But
A loss is a loss.
But I also think, exactly.
Yeah.
But I also think Pat doesn't look as bad as sometimes Tom looked against New York because of his legs against the Giants. So I think it's still 3 Super Bowls in 8 years. It's still 5 Super Bowl appearances. It's still arguably the second greatest resume in football history. And he's still 28. None of that has changed. He was in position to three-peat. How many quarterbacks in NFL history could say they were in a position to three-peat?
Not
Like a real position. Like we're in the Super Bowl now, and we're going for a three-peat. Has it ever happened?
Tom.
Has it happened with Tom, though?
Yeah.
When did it happen with Tom?
Tom
This
was
has never happened with Tom,
was never
bro.
in position to three-peat.
He's never been to 3 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah.
It's never happened, bro.
No, he definitely wasn't.
And if he did, he didn't win 2 of them, the first 2.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
So, like,
he
it's-
didn't. Tom never had a position to three-peat.
So this is the first time we've ever seen a quarterback put his team in a position to do this. We can't lose sight of that fact. So I think, yes, the hill is harder to climb now to GOAT status. I still think he's on his way to becoming that worst 1B. I still think that hasn't changed.
Real quick,
For me.
boys. Real quick. So he won 2 straight Super Bowls, and then the next year he lost in the divisional round. So he had a chance at three-peat, but he didn't make it to the Super Bowl. The next year he lost in
Right.
the divisional round.
That was his first 2 Super Bowls.
It
He won
was
3 of the first 4.
Yeah, he year 1 he won the Super Bowl, didn't make the playoffs the next year.
Right.
Won the Super Bowl, then lost in the divisional round.
Yep. Pat has a lot of aura to make up for. When you see Tom now, Tom has a lot of aura. There's a lot behind it. It's the Michael Jordan effect a lot with Tom because he's the Michael Jordan of that sport. So there's that aura that Pat still has to make up for now. This three-peat would have helped with that. But again, he has to win 2 Super Bowls to make up for this loss to me. In the GOAT race.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
So I'm the quote unquote Patrick Mahomes defender, and I promise you,
You're a fan of his.
yeah,
You're not just a defender.
and
You're a fan.
I'm a fan, but I've gotten so much clarity because since we started the podcast, I've had to educate myself because what I don't like doing, because this shit is recorded now. This isn't in the basement where I could say, yeah, well, I didn't say that, you're full of shit. No, we could just go back on there and we're about fucking 50,000 people that watch clips of what we do every single week. So I have the utmost fucking respect for Tom Brady, and I don't even watch these games with a different notion anymore, to be honest with you. I'll just be honest with you. But I am definitely a fan, and I've always been a fan of his. So there's got to be one thing said to begin with. Sway didn't say one thing wrong. He deserves all the slander in the world. He had the worst game. What is it?
Criticism, not slander.
Why? I'm using. I'm a slander guy. I like using that word.
That's not what slander means. Slander means Patrick Mahomes is a bum. That's slander.
He deserves all the criticism in the world because what we don't expect from a guy of his ability, we don't expect him to have that type of game in the Super Bowl, especially with what was at stake. Now, I think the overreaction comes on he was seeing ghosts and he was, he had this open, he wasn't throwing it. nobody actually knows that if you watch the film. And I don't know about you guys, but we've never watched Patrick Mahomes play like that. So this probably means that
Something on the other side was happening.
something on the other side was happening. Could he had made adjustments to help his team? Abso-fucking-lutely. Could he have not thrown a pick six? Yes.
That was bad.
He absolutely could have. Could he have maybe not stepped up in the pocket when he shouldn't have? Absolutely. But I would put it more on that he was playing a daunted defense that got to him and put the perfect game plan together for that. I don't like doing the whole if Tom Brady was in that, because a loss is a loss at the end of the day, bro. I'm just be really honest with you. Because guess what? In 10 years, somebody's going to look back at the Eagles and Chiefs game. They're going to be like, oh, they lost 44-22, and Patrick Mahomes had 3 touchdowns, guys. He didn't choke in that game. We all watched that game. It was a lot worse than what the stats and what the score looked like. That game was over in the second quarter, right? So to me, that doesn't matter. For the GOAT conversation, yes, obviously it causes a much harder. It was already a tough fucking hill to climb. Tom Brady put together a 20-year career of stretches of greatness, right? So it was always going to be a hill to climb. The three-peat for Patty was going to put him in a different level, because it would have been like, oh, I did something none of you motherfuckers did. And well, he didn't do it, right? My problem comes, and this is no disrespect to Tom Brady, no disrespect to any other quarterback that played, and we talked about this off air. My issue comes with that people got to realize something, man. Patrick Mahomes has been in the league for 8 years. He started for 7. He's been to an AFC championship every year that he started. He's gone to 5 Super Bowls. He's won 3, and he had a chance to go ahead there and three-peat. And he's won a Super Bowl MVP every time that he's been in the Super Bowl and won. There's no other quarterback that's done that through 8 years, including Tom Brady. Tom Brady missed the playoffs in year 3 of his career. I bring this up not to shit on Tom Brady. I bring this up because we're in a different time. We're in a different place in media that everything gets scrutinized, right? If Patrick Mahomes missed the playoffs in his year 3, what would we have done to him? We would have called him the biggest bum in the world. Does that mean he's a bum? No. Does that mean that Tom Brady was a bum 3 years in? Absolutely not. So when I hear people on social media and on TV say that the GOAT discussion is completely closed, well, you just sound idiotic, because what if the motherfucker goes and wins 5 championships in a row? We don't know what's going to happen in the next 12 years, right? So to say something's over...
For now. At this time, at this moment.
But no, it isn't, though, Sway.
But no, I understand. But like for now, they're living in the moment.
Yeah, they're living in the moment. But some people are just saying like, no, it's over.
No.
They match each other through 8 years. What are we talking about? Is it over? The only difference is one guy's chasing somebody else. It's the same thing with the LeBron James and the Magic Johnson thing, bro. Don't pick your side, but don't go ultra
all the way left.
Yes,
right.
my man. Like, everybody calm down, man.
Right.
Everybody calm down.
He's 28.
You know, everybody calm down. It is still arguable that he's had the second greatest start to any American career ever. And some argue he could be number 1.
Number 1, probably, yeah.
No, he's definitely had the best.
In year
NFL.
8, Tom Brady went undefeated in the regular season and lost to the Giants. Does anybody, like, you get what I'm saying? And I swear on everything. Wallah, I'm not taking shots at Tom Brady. I'm trying to show you guys the context of it, of like where social media
Let's not forget.
Yeah, let's not forget. Like, yeah, Michael Jordan lost, bro. Michael Jordan stopped playing basketball and went to go fucking play baseball, bro.
I'll never forget that.
You get what I'm saying? Like, we can't do tick for tack. This is the long game, my baby. For the Patrick Mahomes fans, this is the long game. We ain't gonna find out, because
you ain't gonna be the GOAT in 8 years.
You know
it's
what
impossible.
I mean? It's gonna take. Now, if he would have three-peated, then I could have came on the episode the next day and I could have been like, well, you know, Swade, he don't need 7 to be the GOAT.
He needs 1 or 2 more. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't do that anymore. Now he has to match him.
7.
You know what I mean? He needs to do 7, or if he has another opportunity to three-peat, like, then sure. But does anybody else doubt that the Chiefs are going to be the Super Bowl next year? Are you picking against the Chiefs being the Super Bowl
I'm
next
not
year?
picking against them, but I could see the Chiefs are.
But do you think that they're just going to fall off the face of the earth?
Not fall off the face of the earth.
course
No,
not.
but they're gonna.
Patrick Mahomes is on the team. How would they fall off the face?
They won't fall off the face of the earth.
Anytime
But,
Patrick Mahomes is on that team, there's going
They're
to
a
be a
com- they're a
chance.
contender.
of course.
Do me a favor, criticize him, bro. And he deserves the criticism. I'm a big believer in the defense did a lot on him. But yes, I think that if he, there was a lot of times that he was panicking a lot earlier than he should have in that game. But like I was hearing like social media people I respect, bro. Like Colin Cowherd, I respect. And like he was coming out here saying, yeah, but Tom Brady would be on those sidelines rah-rahing everybody up and they would have got him going. I don't know if he's the leader that Tom Brady is.
But okay. No. I get, but that's true though.
So why didn't he rah-rah them against the Giants?
But like Swade, my whole point
he did, and it wasn't enough.
But my Swade,
it wasn't enough.
Bro, sometimes, bro.
There was one of the luckiest plays in NFL history, but it wasn't enough.
What about the second time?
Swade.
Also another lucky play.
Swade, but Tom Brady has lost Super Bowls. Tom Brady,
I know, man.
But
Well,
my
I
whole
know,
point
I
is
know,
like,
I
let's
know.
not do that, bro.
No,
like,
of course not, bro.
Like, people were saying, well, yeah, man, Tom Brady would have watched more film and made sure that didn't happen, man.
Okay,
Could we stop this bullshit, bro?
If you guys could see the lens that I see it through, you'd be amazed, bro.
You want to know
Because
what
I have a direct parallel to draw it to, bro.
And you want to know
and
something?
I see tit for tat.
And you want to know something was crazy too? It just showed something real quickly. It showed how important Patrick Mahomes is to that fucking team. Because if he doesn't play, even when he has 100 fucking yards,
Legendary.
yeah, if even when he has 100 yards and he's managing the game, that's what it could look like. Because that defense, they were on the field a ton, right? And they didn't look that fucking fantastic, right? So,
But they didn't look that bad either. The
no,
scoreboard
they
looks
didn't.
tough, but like in the first half,
no,
it wasn't bad either.
You know what I mean? Like that's how it could look if he doesn't play the way that he has to play.
He has to play legendary to win. But so does every other goal in every other sport. You have to play legendary
it's a
to win.
wake-up call to the Chiefs because if they do want to be the Patriots of their generation, that can't be replicated in that sense.
I don't think that's a fair parallel.
What do you mean?
Because one guy got his coach when his coach was already almost 70.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a different structure than we see now. It just has to be. I mean, unless Andy Reid coaches still, he's 90.
No, he's
it's
not.
Going to be a
and
different
I brought that
structure.
up last episode. Like that's something that's going to
And
come.
his best weapon, his favorite weapon, is also 35. No, I'm probably going to retire here the next year or two.
You know what I mean? And
So it's like you're going to get a different iteration of this Chiefs team moving
when
forward.
we watched that game, did I sit there and try to defend Patrick Mahomes once?
Not one bit.
And that's another reason why I say I don't know if Pat needs to win 7 or 8. Either go.
It
I
all
don't know
really
if he needs
just.
to.
But
It depends on how he does it.
It's all
Because if he
scenarios.
does it outside of this iteration of the Chiefs, outside of Andy Reid, and outside of Travis Kelce, and he still goes and wins 2 or 3. I mean, yeah, he did it with a different structure than
Yes.
Tom did.
You know
he didn't
what
do it
my
with the same.
You know what my
No,
guess
you're
is
right.
going to be? My guess is, when it's all said and done, we're going to look at them the same way we look at Michael Jordan and LeBron.
It is. It's going to be exactly that, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's why I was talking about the parallel
Yeah.
that I look at it through. That's exactly what it's gonna be.
It's going to be like a Michael Jordan fan can put together this fucking.
You're not going to be wrong either way.
Yeah, and
That's what it's going to turn out being. You're not going to be wrong either
it
way.
might not be to the because I hold LeBron James to a standard of, I think he's the greatest athlete ever. I mean, I'm still watching. I'm 30. I turned 30 years old. LeBron James is still 40 years old, playing on the same team with his son, and he's still giving the Lakers championship hopes.
Still argue the top 5 player. in
You
the
get
league.
what I mean? Like we're Laker fans, and we watch.
It's not arguable, bro.
You get what like we're sitting there and we're saying, oh man, this Laker team could win, and LeBron James is one of the biggest pieces on the team. Like that's where it's a level, and I don't know what Patty's longevity is going to look like or anything like that. So there's different.
I mean, but he's a great, all-time great pocket quarterback too, though.
So I just want criticize, shit on him,
To a level.
but you know what's fantastic about the internet? You can look up everything, man. That's all I'll leave it at.
What's beautiful about football, there's always going to be next season. And next season, you're going to come in scared to see Patrick Mahomes again.
Oh man,
Just like
1000%.
You know what I mean? He's the only quarterback in the NFL that causes fear in your heart.
I'm not gonna be unfair. I wasn't unfair. Have I been unfair?
Both of you guys have been unfair to the other quarterback, yes.
I
In the
think
past.
recently we've gotten
no.
better.
Recently,
No,
you guys have
listen,
We've gotten
brother, I've
better.
educated myself.
recently you guys have
Listen,
gotten a lot better.
I was really unfair, and I had a fog of just
Fandom was
winning.
clouding you guys' judgment on the two quarterbacks.
Just winning, and I had him in my ear the whole time when he wasn't. When this was like back in the day, 5-6 years ago.
No,
years
bro,
ago.
it was up to like 5 months ago. We were
No,
having the conversation the wrong way. Oh, you're talking about during the time.
Yeah, I'm talking about when you
yeah,
were telling me
yeah.
about Patty, about like you were being ignorant with it.
Yeah.
Being very ignorant with it. And I was too. But when watching like both of them, I don't know how to explain it. I really, really don't know how to explain it, man. Just that game, just like
Oh, it leaves an ugly picture.
a very, very ugly picture.
With
Bro.
what? With this Super
Yes,
Bowl?
a very, very ugly picture, man. Listen, I'm not taking away from that Eagles defense whatsoever. The Eagles defense was amazing, but at the same time, though, man, you made a goat, not a goat, for the biggest game of the year.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm not shitting on them at all.
If we
bro.
had to do a
Like straight shit,
if
100%.
we had to do a percentage on the
50-50. 50-50.
No, I think I'd do it like this. I would say that it's like 65%
Patty?
Pat, and the rest goes to the Eagles.
65 Patty shitting the bed, then 35 to the Eagles.
Yes, and let me explain to you why. Because I hold them to that standard. I know it might not be fair, but I hold them to that standard. Realistically, if somebody said it's like 50-50, it is. But, I mean, guys, let's...
I think it's like 60-40 Eagles defense. This is what I'm leaning to.
Either way, I want... People got to realize something, right? Like, let's not get real too technical, and I'm trying to make this whole show about this. The Eagles didn't have to blitz Patrick Mahomes. The Eagles legit played man coverage all game. His wide receivers weren't getting open when the game actually mattered, not till the end when Worthy had the fucking greatest half as a wide receiver in Super Bowl history. You know, Travis Kelce was nowhere to be found for the last 2 games, right? So when you're depending on Hopkins and Hollywood Brown, who, you know, Hopkins might not be on an NFL roster next year, and Hollywood Brown isn't a number 1 wide receiver, right? Like, they guard him very well. Now, I criticize him because you can't throw a pick 6 because you just forced that ball. And who knows, if he doesn't throw that pick 6, what if he throws it away, they punt the ball, Jalen Hurts throws a pick 6, it's a whole different fucking game,
The
right?
thing is this, it's not even about the pick 6s, bro. We watched that game from start to when it started to be a blowout, right? I'm going to blame it on Patty and his receivers, because when Patty was in sync, his receivers were in sync. And when the receivers were in sync, Patty wasn't in sync. There were short balls from Patty, and then there was balls missed by the receivers. They were not in that game.
It was a bad game, man.
It was
He played a bad game, man.
Very bad.
Yeah.
He played a terrible game.
That was
He
always
played a
next year.
terrible game in his 5th Super Bowl in 8 years.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Wild.
I said it earlier, bro. Like, man, I swear people went. I'll just say this.
You know what? Fuck that, bro. I'm not doing that, bro.
Doing
Fuck
what?
that, bro. Pat has earned the right to not be criticized to me.
You know what's funny, right? You
That's
remember when
not fair.
we had an argument?
That's
It's
not,
very fair.
No, it's not.
It's very
No,
fair,
it's
bro.
not.
What's the criticism on Patrick Mahomes right now? What's the criticism? He played like shit.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, that's us. Don't listen to
Yeah,
everybody
no,
else.
I'm saying to everybody else.
No, everybody else.
Remember,
They just take it to a different level.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is not up for criticism.
You remember earlier in the
That's
year?
not
not- no,
me glazing or anything. Bro.
Everybody
Like,
should be criticized.
But so
after you win a certain amount, no.
So you're allowed to fuck up.
Yes.
you get the benefit of the doubt.
You get the benefit of the doubt. Okay. so-
Yes.
1,000%.
Criticism,
You,
yes.
You can get criticized.
Yes, you could get
You're
criticized.
supposed to get
criticized for a game.
That's what we're doing.
But I'm talking to everybody else who's criticizing Patrick Mahomes as a
okay.
quarterback.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
remember earlier-
they're dumb.
We got into an argument. This is right before you became a Patrick Mahomes like defender,
Defender.
and you were like, you know, why does like Lamar like not get? Why does he get shit on if he does bad? But like Patrick Mahomes had a bad.
Because he hasn't
Super Bowl.
won yet.
And it's not that. It's just like
It's exactly that. He hasn't
Tom
won
Brady and Patrick Mahomes. They get the benefit of the doubt because we've seen them do.
Because they've won.
They played GOAT status so many times, and to be simpler, yeah, they won. And like we haven't seen Lamar and Josh do it like this, so they don't get the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, like, oh, you could criticize them. You criticize them for that game.
For a game.
You criticize them for that fucking.
But that's
game.
not what's happening now.
But you give them the benefit of the doubt.
But that's what I'm saying. That's not happening.
He's
bro.
not talking about us. He's talking
Oh,
about
brother,
everybody
I'm
else.
saying
I'm
this
talking about
right
the
now.
criticism of Patrick
I
Mahomes.
lost-
I'm talking about the public indictment of Patrick
Yeah.
Mahomes today is
I lost-
stupid and has no football legs.
I lost so much respect for a
Because
lot.
if you were a fan of any football team, any single one of them, any one of them, you would trade your quarterback for Patrick Mahomes tomorrow, and you'd get on your knees and pray to God and thank God that He allowed it to
if you put
happen.
him on the open market, yeah, there's.
Of course.
Yeah.
No matter who you
Oh,
are.
of course.
No matter who you
I'll
are.
leave it at this, brother. I lost a lot of respect for a lot of. I lost
Sports
a lot
guys.
of respect for very
Listen,
prominent.
it was overreaction. And it was overreaction because it was a fucking beatdown. It was domination.
But
so
brother,
like,
they just
but
like,
we
like
can't
I
do
said,
that
They
though.
just live in the
not
moment.
some of the prominent guys that have been around for a really long time.
They
They
live
should
in the
know
moment.
better.
like, come on, Colin.
Colin, you're better than that. I respect your football knowledge. You're very. I know. Tom's a Fox guy, but you're better than that.
They just live in the moment, man. That's all it is.
Let's hop off of this, boys. I wanted to ask you guys about Eli Manning, real quick. Eli Manning did not become a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Obviously.
Obviously, he's not in the Hall of Fame. But I'll ask you: do you think Eli should be a Hall of Famer?
No.
Why?
Because he's made the playoffs twice in his whole career. How can you make the playoffs twice in your whole career and be a Hall of Famer? What other sport does that exist?
Do you think Eli should be a Hall of Famer?
I told you last time, yeah, you should. Because the time that he's been in the playoffs, he's won a Super Bowl.
Hetty, you're not wrong. Hetty. Wait up.
His career win percentage
Okay,
is 500.
okay,
He's a mediocre quarterback.
okay.
Outside of 8 games in his career, he's a mediocre quarterback.
Okay.
He's never, ever in his entire career been a top 6 or 7 quarterback in the league. How can he be a Hall of Famer? How? So if Jalen Hurts wins next year, he's a Hall of Famer?
No, I mean, I don't know.
So listen,
Do you understand that guys like Russell Wilson are going to have to wait 3-4 times to get in the Hall of Fame? Do you understand that, right? That guys like Russell Wilson who have won in this league
I get it.
and have been crazy good in this
Yes,
league and
I
have
get
put up
it.
crazy numbers
Yes.
and have gotten their teams to 12, 13 wins consistently.
Okay.
That guy is like going to squeeze into the Hall of Fame.
No,
I think you guys are looking at it as the basketball Hall of Fame where everybody gets in. That's what I think you guys are missing it. And the NFL
you
is
don't know
very-
what I think yet.
The NFL is a very different league, brother. It's a very different league. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if Josh stopped playing today, he probably is not a Hall of Famer. You understand that, right?
Yeah, like Lamar. If Lamar stopped playing today,
He's a Hall of Famer because every 2 MVP quarterback ever has been in the Hall of
Oh,
Fame.
okay.
But like no MVPs, that's not a Hall of Famer. So how can Eli be a Hall of Famer?
There's 2 rings.
Like, you understand Terrell Owens
No, I get it.
waited 8 times before he got into the Hall of Fame.
I get it.
You understand?
I get
Like, Randy Moss is not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I get
All
it.
right, so
You know what
listen,
I'm saying?
listen. I don't disagree with one single point that you made.
Okay.
But Eli Manning should be a Hall of Famer. What the fuck? And hear me out. Why?
You should, bro.
Let me hear this. Hear me out.
Sure.
Hear me out. I don't disagree with anything that you said,
Sure.
but not every Hall of Fame selection has to be cookie cutter.
It is.
Hold up.
It is cookie cutter.
Hold up. Let me say-
No, I'm not holding up. The Hall of Fame doesn't work that way.
No.
It's a system. It's a
but
system,
I get
brother.
that. It's a system.
You have to have a certain amount of all pros, a certain amount of
But my
pro
baby,
bowls.
but just hear me out. Hear me out, Eddie.
Wow.
Hear me out. It's cookie cutter, right? Hear me out. You're not.
I swear I'm listening.
He's looking at
On my
stats.
life, I'm listening.
Hear me out.
I want to verify that because I heard somebody say it. But
No,
he's only
I
made the
think-
playoffs twice. I want to
No,
verify
he's
that.
made the playoffs more than 2 times.
I'm-
Yeah,
I just
I know
wanna
he
look.
is.
Yeah, there's
I know
definitely.
he is. No, I mean,
Yeah.
It's not. It's cookie cutter, right? But I think in this situation, we
Yeah, I
gotta
heard
get.
it wrong. He had 6.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't disagree with anything that you say, but I think in this situation, we don't have to be so cookie cutter with it because we've never seen something this unique. I put Eli Manning in the Hall of Fame because he made the 2 most impossible runs against the GOAT, and he did that, which nobody else has ever done. So I get it. The stats are on his side. He was never a top 5 or 6 quarterback, but you got to give him respect for bringing down the GOAT. Period.
He never brought down the GOAT. That's not how football
Yeah,
works, brother.
he made the plays, brother. He was part of it.
I know, but that's
It
not how
wasn't a
football works.
coincidence that 2 times that Tom Brady lost, Eli Manning was on the
All
other
right, but
side.
so then if
you
that's
know what I'm saying? Cuz?
okay,
That's
okay, cool. Then Nick Foles is in the Hall of Fame.
He didn't do it twice.
So now the second part is what puts him in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
the second
bro.
time is what put him in the Hall of
Heady
Fame.
it is, though.
But Nick Foles did it already.
Nick
though.
Foles did it with
Nick Foles was more impressive than Eli.
I get it,
Nick
but-
Foles went shot for shot with Tom.
No,
and
he
beat
went
him.
shot for Tom. Okay, but Nick Foles played like
Eli
4
did
games
it.
before making the Super Bowl.
That's true. Yeah, he didn't.
Brother,
He didn't
I
play.
understand that, but when they got to the Super Bowl,
I get
he
it.
beat Tom.
Heady.
Okay.
And he outplayed Tom.
Outplayed?
He outplayed.
As in
yeah.
stats?
Brother, he had a
For
game.
me-
he had
Oh,
a
yeah,
fucking
game.
game.
You
Okay,
win,
yeah,
you
with a
outplay the
W.
guy.
Yeah, you outplayed the
yeah,
guy.
to me,
But
that's just
Heady-
how I've always been, though.
Heady, Tom had 500 yards that game.
In the L.
With the 1,000%.
That's what I'm saying, but the other guy had it.
You're
Heady,
not getting it. I'm with you, my baby. I'm just telling you, though, this is a unique
agree.
situation.
So if Jalen Hurts beats the Chiefs next year, you think Jalen Hurts is a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Yeah, if he takes on Patrick Mahomes twice.
Are you stupid? I was about to use the R word. Are you stupid?
Yes, brother.
Are you stupid?
No. It's unique situations, bro. It should be a unique situation to base to base.
Are you for being for real, though?
No,
I agree
God,
with you.
on God, I am.
Look at me right now.
He's
The Hall of
Really?
of Fame.
No, on the Quran,
Look at me.
Because I agree with you.
Look at me.
We
Well,
said
I mean, both
it's
of you guys are
unique.
wrong and stupid. The Hall of Fame in the NFL doesn't work that way. It doesn't work.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't work like, oh, you know, like there's no GOAT shrine in the NFL Hall of Fame. There's no like, oh, this is the official GOAT of the NFL.
I get that.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get that.
It's like, what did you do over 15 years that you played?
Yeah.
All right? And over how many years has Eli Manning played? Because I was wrong. He didn't play 2 playoffs. He only played 6, though. It's not like he was in the playoffs
Yeah,
every
I
year.
know, but
And he was always, Hakeem, he's 500 for his entire career.
I know,
He's
bro.
500.
I get
He's
that.
a mediocre quarterback. He's a mediocre quarterback. You know, when you talk about mid, Eli is actually mid for the majority of his career.
That's
He was
disrespectful.
no, it's not.
No, don't talk. Don't.
Hakeem, there's a lot of years where Eli wasn't even top 10, bro.
I know that, bro. But Hedy, what I'm trying to
You know what it would be like?
But it's unique.
It would be
though,
like,
bro.
imagine Tua beating Pat twice in the Super Bowl. Tua's not a Hall of Famer now because of that. No. It's the same thing.
But I hold.
Actually, Tua has been more of a winner than Eli has
But
so
Hedy,
far in
I
his
know,
career.
but I-
16 seasons.
But Hedy,
He missed the playoffs 10
but
times in
Hedy,
16
I
seasons.
hold Patrick Mahomes in such a high regard that if he beat him twice.
No, but brother, he had.
That's not how the NFL works.
Yes,
But
he has.
all-
He
I'm
has
just
some,
The Hall of Fame
But
don't
all,
work that
no,
way.
He had some, people
Bro,
put
he
some
had some
disrespect on
stats,
his
bro.
name,
What are you talking
yeah, people
about,
put
man?
some disrespect on Eli's name. Eli
Heady, he had a
bro.
year with 35 touchdowns,
and
4,400
before
yards.
we- and before we-
Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer.
Hey, and before we do that, he wasn't only beating Tom Brady in those runs. He was taking out fucking A-Rod and fucking
He was.
He was playing quarterback.
So
against-
Jalen Hurts beat Patrick Mahomes yesterday.
if he does it again, then bro, yeah,
No, yesterday. Did he beat Patrick Mahomes?
yeah, man.
So he's a Hall of Famer. Though.
I know, but Hedy, listen,
So Jalen Hurts put himself in the Hall of Fame on
I
Sunday.
know, no, but Hedy,
He beat the goal.
Hedy, he did it twice.
He
though.
almost did it twice.
Yeah, but
he was
didn't.
4 points away from doing
But
it
Hedy,
twice.
Hedy, all I'm trying to say is this is a unique
So
situation.
the difference between Jalen Hurts and Eli Manning is 4 points to you? So Jalen Hurts was 4 points away from
Hedy.
being a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Hedy,
Answer my question. Because he lost 35-32. He was 4 points away from being a Hall of Fame
maybe,
quarterback.
bro.
Jalen Hurts.
Did
The
Eli
guy
win
that
so
you
long,
compared to Baker Mayfield this year is a Hall of Fame quarterback now.
Hedy, I'm not disagreeing with you, bro, but I'm
You
saying
are. You
this is
said he's a Hall of Famer.
Hedy, this is a unique situation, bro.
It's not unique at all, bro. It's not unique at all.
It's unique. He
So,
did it
so
twice.
Nick Foles needs to get Hall of Fame looks.
No.
Looks.
Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowl MVPs.
Yeah, bro, he won 2 Super
So
Bowl
he needs to
MVPs,
get.
bro.
So he needs to get Hall of Fame
He
looks.
took down Tom Brady twice.
So he needs to get Hall of Fame looks.
I don't know if you're being for real or not.
I'm not fucking around.
So what ballot Hall of Fame do you think he should be?
No, not first. You know, if they would have put him
Like
first,
8th, 9th?
no, I mean, like he should be in there soon, bro.
Soon?
Bro, he had a long, good career, bro.
Soon?
And he won 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Yeah, bro. Real talk. Hedy, you're not a cookie cutter guy.
Do you understand that Aaron Rodgers might not be our first ballot? Like, are you grasping that?
No,
Yeah.
he is.
No, he might not be. Depending on who's in his class, he might not be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Hedy.
You guys understand that, right?
Hedy, I
You
understand
You
that.
understand this isn't the
No,
NBA
I'm
Hall
not
of
mad
Fame.
that- hey, wait.
This is the NFL Hall of Fame. Now.
I'm not mad.
There's
that-
only 300 guys
I
in there.
asked you.
So Eli Manning's one of the best 300 people that's ever played quarterback in the NFL. That's ever played in the NFL.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, go fuck
Yeah.
yourself. Sucker. Oh yeah, Eli
Hedy.
Manning's one of the best 300
Hedy,
players that's
Hedy,
ever
you're
played in
not
the
a cookie
NFL.
cutter guy.
I don't think he's gonna make because his 2026. It's gonna be Eli, Larry, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's absolutely not making the fucking Hall of Fame,
he's
brother.
not.
He should be
Ben-
over. Like,
over Ben Roethlisberger. He's over Ben Roethlisberger now.
He's over Phillip Rivers though.
yeah, he's better. But those.
Eli Manning is over Phillip Rivers on an all-time list.
Oh yeah, Eddie.
You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Wallah, you don't. You're basing it because he beat the fuck out of Tom twice. This is a bias thing to you. Eli is shit, brother.
But he's shit.
Eli is a
Okay,
mediocre
I
quarterback,
understand
brother.
that. Okay, oh, listen,
Tom
listen.
lost to a mediocre quarterback twice.
Okay.
It's more of an indictment on Tom and those Patriots
1,000%.
than it was on Eli Manning being great.
1,000%. But brother, he
Eddie,
actually.
you're not a cookie cutter guy, bro. All I'm saying, let's hear me out. You didn't.
I'm not a cookie cutter guy. The NFL is cookie cutter. The
I
Hall
know.
of Fame is a very strict, very, very
The reason I'm
indicative.
laughing is because
award, brother.
I believe you. Eddie, all I'm saying.
Wallah, you don't believe in the heart of hearts. Wallah, you don't.
Oh no, on the Quran.
Well, on the Quran, you don't.
Oh, I mean, don't tell
On
me
the
how I
Quran,
feel.
you don't. You believe he's a fringe Hall of Famer. Wallah, you do. You don't believe he's automatically in the
No,
Hall of
I
Fame.
think I think that if he didn't, like 20 years from right now, if we look back and Eli didn't make the Super Bowl, then yeah, he should be in the Super Bowl. I mean, he should be in the Hall of Fame,
Dude, you
bro.
look at his stats.
I want to see his stats.
His stats are good.
His stats are good. He has 366 touchdowns and 244
And
interceptions in his career.
don't count what happened at the end of his career, bro, when he was fucking a log running around,
Go
bro.
look-
So what year do you want to look at?
Look
Go
at
look
his
at year by year,
prime, bro.
Go look at year by year,
Look at his prime,
Okay,
bro.
let's look. Let's look at his prime. Let's do it.
bro. He's had a few
Since we're
years.
doing it, let's do it.
I was just looking at it.
Since we're doing it, let's do it. His rookie year, Ace. He played 9 games. He had 6 touchdowns and 9 picks.
Okay, bro.
The second year in the
okay.
league, he had 24 touchdowns and 17 picks.
Okay.
The year after that, 24 touchdowns and 18 picks. The year he won the Super Bowl, 23 touchdowns and 20 picks.
What year is that?
2007.
Tell me what he did in the playoffs, though.
2008, 21 touchdowns and 10 picks. 2009, 27 and 14. 2010, 31 and 25. This is a bum. This is a bum,
Eddie, not
Are you
bum.
serious?
Come
I'm
on.
the Quran. Baker Mayfield has better numbers than Eli Manning.
Eddie,
Wahid
but
Quran
he's
does.
one of the greatest playoff quarterbacks of all
Hakeem,
time.
how can you be you're gonna be in the Hall of Fame? Your touchdown interception ratio is 100. You gonna be in the Hall
But
of
Eddie,
Fame?
he's one of the greatest playoff. He's one of the greatest playoff quarterbacks of all time.
Aaron Rodgers might not be first ballot.
I know. I'm not saying
This ain't the NBA Hall of Fame, brother. You know, in the NBA Hall of Fame, I have a bust there. I'm in the NBA Hall of Fame because of this podcast. This ain't the NBA Hall of Fame.
Eddie,
Yo,
you gotta calm down, bro.
No, I'm not coming down. He's a top 300 quarterback that ever played.
Why yet? Oh, I knew this was gonna
On
happen.
the Quran, he's not top 40 all time. Wallah, he's not.
all right, yo.
He's not a top 40
All right, so
quarterback
if
of all
he's- If
time.
he's inducted after 5 years, because 2026 is going to be hard for him to get in.
Brother, 2042 is going to be hard for him to get
Hey,
in.
so
it's
you
not
don't think
true,
he should be a Hall of Famer at all?
No.
Why?
sorry. Because he's a mediocre quarterback.
So you don't hold
Wallah,
any
he
weight.
was-
Wait,
Okay,
so
but there's-
you don't hold
there's-
any weight on what he did.
I do. I absolutely do. I give him all the
But you
credit.
don't give
in the
that
world.
those are
No, because let's do
almost
this.
impossible probable runs, brother.
Let's do this.
They are, man. He went in as a wild 8-8 team and made it to the Super Bowl and beat Tom Brady.
I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Sure.
How many quarterbacks do you think are in the NFL Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
Don't look it up.
What is it, like maybe 50?
50, it's 26 quarterbacks.
Right.
So Eli Manning is one of the best 27 quarterbacks that ever played football. Shut the fuck up. Move on to the next topic. There's 26 quarterbacks in the NFL Hall of Fame. 26. 26. Tom is the next one that's for sure going in first ballot. First ballot. Aaron Rodgers is the next guy, and Peyton. We're gonna add and Peyton Manning. We're gonna add 3 more guys.
They
right,
should
I'm
be
sure.
first ballot, bro.
Drew Brees is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Drew Brees is gonna have to wait 3-4 times to get in. You understand
As
that,
he
right?
should.
So Drew Brees has to wait, but Eli Khalas is a Hall of Famer.
As he should.
What the fuck?
But here's what I will say.
Get
though.
what? Eli is better than Phillip Rivers as a quarterback now, guys.
But to me, that's
Guys, he's better than Kurt Warner. No, Wallah, Eli is better than Kurt Warner.
yeah, yeah, man. Come on, brother.
Hakeem!
Come on, brother.
Eli is better than Steve Young.
Hetty.
These guys are
They're-
barely make the NFL Hall of Fame.
Hetty.
For real?
No, wait a second. Hear me out. There's
See,
like,
he's starting to change his mind because he's asked you
No,
for real
Hetty,
9
swing.
times. Hakeem, there's 26
hear me out.
quarterbacks in the NFL Hall of Fame, bro.
Eli isn't probably a top fucking 70 quarterback.
He really might not be. Well,
No.
no disrespect. Like as a quarterback, he might not be top 100.
Okay, I
like
understand.
Wahid Quran so far, Jalen Hurts looks better in his career. Wallah,
Okay,
he does.
but I want you.
and he's
to,
won a Super Bowl
I
against
want
the
you to
GOAT.
understand something though. This is all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
So Jalen Hurts is a GOAT. So
but-
Jalen Hurts is a Hall of
No,
Famer.
because he has to do it again. But
Well,
Hetty,
so why is the rule twice?
because the rule it's
Well,
a
fucking لك قريب الهول of Fame تبعك لك. If you're gonna make the rule,
No,
you be the
I'm
GOAT
bending
twice.
the rules for Eli. That's all it is. To me, I hold a lot of weight in what he did twice, bro. You listen.
Hey, I'm okay. Yo, he's taking it too far. I'm trying.
No,
I'm
I'm not
switching
taking it
off.
too far.
One of the
How
years he beat Tommy had 23 touchdowns and 20 picks. How did he get to the Super Bowl?
I might switch off.
He led him to the Super Bowl?
No, his defense. let him
But
do
check
something.
out the playoffs though.
Check out the Super Bowl.
Check out
Not
the
playoffs. The Super Bowl.
Wait,
Check out the Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl MVP, so he must have did something right.
He did. He played a great game in the Super Bowl.
Hetty,
didn't
listen,
play the great
I'm
game.
with you, my baby.
Brother, you know, like,
I'm with
You know
you.
who's better than Eli? And to me, it's not a conversation. Like, Wallah, just in general.
Bro.
Like, Joe Flacco is better than Eli Manning, bro.
Yeah.
Wallah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Because he's gotten closer to top 6, 7 quarterback
Yeah, he is.
conversations than Eli
all
has.
Yeah, he is.
And he has a Super Bowl MVP
Guys,
under his
yeah, he
belt.
Hetty,
is.
if we do who is Eli better or not, there's a list longer than the fuck.
And that's how the Hall of Fame works.
I know.
And you forgot who's better.
I'm
Now who beat Tom?
I'm bending the cookie cutter for Eli.
Okay, he's in the Hall of Fame. All right.
Do you see what I'm doing?
I'm actually
No.
like, starting to get off it.
No, bro.
I'm actually
I'm just saying
starting to go off
it's a unique
You're being,
situation.
listen, look at me. Wallah, don't be disrespectful to the Hall of Fame. Wallah, don't. Because the NFL Hall of Fame is very sacred. On the Quran, it is. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame. It's not the MLB Hall of Fame.
All right.
Listen,
The NFL Hall of Fame is
entertain it.
very
I'll
sacred,
entertain it
brother.
in like 5 years. I'll entertain it.
You
Like,
can't.
Oh,
his
wait,
career
wait.
is done. Sure, he's
Yeah.
gonna earn
No,
more.
fellas,
He's done.
fellas.
It's only gonna get worse from here, brother.
True.
Because there's only more guys now that are gonna
No,
come
but
in that are
fellas,
retiring.
He'll get inducted.
Fellas,
Who's gonna get inducted?
2026, I think he'll get inducted.
He won't
Next
even.
year, yeah,
he
will.
won't even be an
my
inductee.
fellas,
Yeah, he will.
all
He's
I'm
in
saying
the
is at
he's
some
in
point
it.
he
He's
should-
already in the
Yeah,
inductee. How
there's
they don't announce it till before it happens.
No, he
Right.
didn't make the playoff. He didn't make. I mean, he didn't. He's not. He didn't make the Hall of Fame.
I'd be shocked if he's inducted, Wallah.
Inducted to the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I'd be shocked. Wallah, I would. If he's even an inductee, like to where
What's
he's
the
even
difference?
up, like if he's even on the ballot, I'd be.
Oh, I don't know if he was.
Well, I'd
inducted.
be
I don't know.
very shocked.
I didn't even know that was like.
Guys, like Shannon Sharp is arguably the third greatest tight end to ever play the game. He had to wait like 4 or 5 times
Yeah.
to get in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
As a tight end.
But
bro.
did he-
His brother Sterling Sharp
did-
just made it this
But
year.
did he have to
and
do
retired
the?
20
Did he
years
do the
ago.
improbable? Did he do the impossible?
Yes, he is. That's what MVP as a tight end. Yes, he did
You know
something
what I'm
pretty
saying?
crazy.
I'm with you, bro. Eli's mid. But
Eli's actually mid, Wallah.
But
He's actually a mid
Eli,
quarterback.
Eli deserves a place in history. That's all I'm asking.
Wahiyat Allah, Eli's not better than Jalen Hurts.
No, don't go there.
Wahiyat Immi.
Don't go there.
On the Quran, he's
All
not.
right.
How's he better than Jalen Hurts? Wallah,
But-
how's he better?
Let's jump off, boys. Let's jump off. We had fun there, and I was being 100% authentic.
Look at you, man, you sound stupid as fuck.
No, bro, it's my.
You're
I-
bending the rules.
I'm bending the cookie cutter.
So we're playing in the Hakeem world right now.
No.
Oh, in the Hakeem world, sure, he's a
No,
he's
because
a,
hey,
sure.
who the fuck's at the Hall of Fame has it right, man? Terrell Owens and Randy Moss weren't first ballot.
Those are garbage. But I'm saying, imagine Terrell was a little more personal than anything. But like someone like Randy Moss wasn't first ballot.
Come on, bro.
Like, you know who gets in as a first ballot wide receiver? Like Jerry Rice. Four Super Bowls.
Petty Mahomes.
Yeah, that's
Is
first
Petty
ballot.
Mahomes right now retired? Is he first ballot?
Yeah, he's first ballot. I mean, he has 3 Super Bowls.
Who knows? These motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they're doing. If Eli's not in there, fucking Patrick can't be in there. Hey, he kept on asking me.
I can't believe you guys argued that
Hey,
one time. That was a real argument on
bullshit.
Yeah, honestly,
That was a real argument on social media one time. Would you rather be Aaron Rodgers or Eli Manning?
That was.
Are you guys
no,
fucking
that,
insane?
that
That's
was.
bad.
Listen,
What
man.
the fuck is wrong with you
That's
guys?
bad. Obviously-
Stephen A. doesn't.
Why? He did something twice that
Hey.
Aaron Rodgers couldn't do.
Listen,
I mean, but that's crazy. I mean, obviously, I'd rather take Eli than Aaron Rodgers, but like,
As a career?
no, fuck.
listen. Stephen A. has said one.
Steve didn't know what the fuck he's talking
Hey,
about.
he
when it
said
comes to
one
football.
thing right. And that's a bad
That's a bad
man.
motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. This wasn't. This is not as popular as what it was for a while, but we officially found out who the MVP of the NFL was, and that was Josh Allen.
Yeah.
That Josh Allen deserved to be the MVP over Lamar Jackson.
No,
Yeah.
he got robbed.
Who got robbed?
Josh Allen got robbed. I mean, Lamar Jackson got robbed.
No, I was good with either guy winning it. I was good with either guy.
Why did you think he got robbed?
Oh man, Lamar Jackson obviously by far and away had the better year. Stats were not even close. Touchdowns were not even close. Interceptions were not even close.
Yeah.
Played with. You can say well. Kind
The
of
problem with Lamar is he had Derrick Henry on his team. He had another MVP candidate on his team. You know
and
what I
he
mean?
still was the better guy on that
No, he
team,
was.
which was unbelievable. You know what I'm saying?
I was okay with
I was good with either one.
Yeah,
I was good with either one, but like Lamar Jackson got robbed.
No,
I'm happy for
I
Josh
won't
Wallace.
use the word robbed. I won't use the word robbed because I think that,
Snubbed.
I think that today
Which means robbed.
Josh Allen was the most valuable
He was.
quarterback to his team and
He
what
was.
their success was.
But both times Lamar won it, he was the most valuable,
Yes,
for sure.
and
Like,
the
he's never
problem
robbed
is
anyone.
that, and it sucks for Lamar, but the minute that he added Derrick Henry, it was going to make it a little.
I'm so happy he didn't win the MVP this year.
Wait, and yeah, but
Who, Lamar?
Yeah.
Why?
Because when you win 3 MVPs, this year you have to win the Super Bowl. All the pressure in the world is on you. Now you have to win the Super Bowl this
But
year.
you know what's crazy?
year.
What's
And
crazy?
playing well and losing is not good enough anymore.
1000%.
When you win 3 MVPs, puts you in the
I
company
mean, bro,
of
even
like...
fucking 2, you know what I mean?
No, but like 3
Yeah,
is a
it's
different
like-
category. That's Tom Petty level. Now you have to win.
I know this is not fair too, the minute they added Derrick Henry and he was having the season that he was having, it was an uphill battle.
No, it's fair.
It was an uphill
But
battle
it's
for
not
him.
fair. They added Derrick Henry and he had a better season than he's had.
I know,
in
but
his previous
But
MVPs.
Derrick Henry also opened the game a lot for Lamar.
And by the
though,
way,
too.
how
You know what
much,
I mean?
how much better were Lamar's numbers than Josh? Like a lot more. How many more total touchdowns did he have?
Kim had 44
Total,
touchdowns.
not a lot more, but like he threw
44
like 15
touchdowns
more.
and 4 fucking picks, bro.
But I mean, what I'm trying to
He
say,
had an
guys-
all-time great season. That's why
yeah.
people
But
felt like he
what
got
I'm trying
robbed.
to say is like,
Did you
Josh
hear
is
his stats?
more.
44 touchdowns and 4 picks.
Yeah, he was just more valuable in this single season.
Oh, I don't know if
for
he
his
was
team's
more
success.
valuable for his team, but he was the MVP.
Yeah.
I was good with either of them winning it. Well, to be honest with you, any one of them winning it, I was good with. I would have been good with fucking Jared Goff winning it. To be honest with
Real
you.
quick, guys, I'm gonna do some
Wallah.
quick.
Really?
Quick.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna do some quick. No. You're,
guys, he finished like 4th in voting.
what do you
He
smoking,
finished like
brother?
4th or 5th in voting. Bro.
Stay off the weed is fucking.
I mean, he was more MVP than Saquon was to me.
no.
Yeah, well, he was to me.
Motherfucker almost ran for 2,000 yards.
Yeah, fucking Kenneth Gainwell ran for fucking 1,200 2 years ago.
Man, I can't believe he didn't have a touchdown in the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some two quick things real
Swift,
quickly.
sorry, not.
We had A-Rod get released from the Jets, or he's going to get released from the Jets. I'm gonna name some landing spots for A-Rod. You're gonna tell me where you would like him to go. Well, let me restart that again. A-Rod is not gonna be the Jets next year. I'm gonna name out some landing spots for him. You're gonna tell me where you would like to see him at. The Steelers, the Colts, the Giants, the Niners, the Vikings, or just retirement.
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 At this point.
It's time to retire,
It's
bro.
time.
A-Rod, you had a great career, bro, but
Yeah.
I just you don't add him on any of these teams and they don't become
I
anything.
mean, he was the Kevin Durant of the NFL. But
Is
at
that
this
what
point,
is
he
that
just
what
needs-
your is that what your take
He
is
just
on
needs
him?
to retire, though. Now.
Debo has requested a trade. The Niners said we are going to trade you. I am going to throw out some landing spots for him. You're going to tell me where you would want to see him go. The Commanders, the Patriots, the Packers, the Bills, the Ravens, Texans, or he should stay with the Niners.
I mean, as a Lamar fan, I would love for him to be on the Ravens, but like,
Too much running.
he needs to find his way to Kansas City somehow.
How
All
about
he
you?
does.
Go to Packers.
You like him on the
I
Packers?
like him on the Packers.
I real talk.
Why? Is they're just gonna add another WR2?
I mean,
They're just gonna add another wide
He's
receiver
better
two
than all
to
of
it.
them,
I real talk I real talk think that he just needs to stay in the Niners because I think that Shanahan is everything that he needs.
He's better than Jaden Reed.
yeah.
Guys, man, Deebo's
Is he?
Yeah,
Deebo's
man.
very, very overrated, guys.
You sure he's better than Jaden Reed?
Man, yes. Hetty. He's a dual threat.
He's better
offensive
than
weapon.
he's better than
Say
than
that.
Jaden Reed, but Deebo is
But guys,
historically been
really
overrated.
think about it. Is he though?
Hetty, he's a dual threat. Well, literally, you can run the ball with him, and you can pass the ball.
We've
to
been
him.
saying
Oh, man,
something.
he looked like wide receiver 2 this year to Juwan
Guys,
Jennings.
we've been sitting there saying
He's
something
been
about
hurt,
the Packers. Packers have a bunch of number ones. No, they just don't have a guy that sticks out as a number one. That's all.
We never said they have a bunch of number ones. We said
Why
they have a bunch of
number
wide
twos?
receivers, bro. They have a
bunch of
crazy.
number twos.
Number
They have a
twos.
crazy wide receiver room.
They have a bunch
just
of
don't
number
have
twos.
a. Yeah.
You guys call it truce?
We're not.
Come on, call it
I'm
truce.
attacking you. I'm not attacking him. You, Wallah.
Why?
Because he should be the one making my points. I'm sitting here trying to make his points for him. Zabri.
I said
Because
that
he knows
Mike.
I'm right, but he just doesn't want to say it. You know, he's sitting there laughing, letting me be the one that's snapping.
I'm
Go fuck yourself. Wahiyat Allah, go fuck yourself.
all I
Akhul Manyuki. Go
all
fuck
I
yourself.
said that
Wait,
Michael.
Go fuck yourself.
I said that
Philip
Michael.
Rivers is not going to be the Hall of Fame, and Eli Manning is. Go fuck yourself. Wallah.
I
Go
said
fuck yourself.
that we need to bend the rules for this one situation. Did I not say
You're
that?
not supposed to bend the rules, brother. So hold on. So you're just you take out winning and just put stats when you want to, Yannick?
In the Hall of Fame?
Yeah?
Absolutely, yes.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's what they do. You have to be dominant to be in the Hall of Fame. Eli Manning is a bum. Eli Manning is a mid quarterback.
I get it.
When I say mid, I mean mid.
I get it.
I mean 15, 16 in any league. He's 15, 16.
He's a
He's
Geno?
actually mid.
He's a Geno?
He's Tua, who beat Tom twice. Wahiyat Allah, that's all he is on the Quran. And actually, if we look at the numbers, Wahiyat Allah is disrespectful to Tua. I'm still leaving it like that.
Petty.
Wallah.
But
I said-
look at me. Look at me. He's right. Though.
Wallah,
But
sorry, bro.
where did I say that?
Because Wahiyat Allah, Eli might not be better than Baker. On the Quran, he might not be a better quarterback
said
than Baker.
I didn't disagree with the point on you. I said that we need to bend the rules for this one.
No, we don't.
I didn't disagree. Did I?
So to bend the rules, you picked Eli Manning to bend the rules for
this
That's who you
situation?
picked?
Yeah.
Eli Manning.
Yeah,
Is who
man.
you picked.
Yes,
Tom.
he had the two most improbable runs ever.
Did Joe Flacco beat Tom on the way to that Super Bowl?
Yeah, but he didn't do it twice.
Why is do the
He didn't
bar?
do it twice?
No, he
Why
did
is
not.
two
Because they
Black-
went to 2 Super Bowls. They
Likewise-
lost one.
Likewise, one Super Bowl, bro.
I know, but they lost in one
They
Super Bowl.
lost
though, I thought.
one. They beat the. Well, they can't play in the Super Bowl because they're both in the AFC.
I know. Did he beat Tom on the way to the Super Bowl? Is what I'm saying.
Once, I believe.
Oh, so he's all famous.
We're talking
beat Tom
about
to the
in
Super
the
Bowl.
Super Bowl, brother. I don't think he beat him twice.
So
I don't
now it
know.
has to be in the Super Bowl. Come in.
Yes,
Why?
Bro, it's the biggest.
So
game.
all AFC guys are out of the equation because they can't beat Tom in the Super
Hetty.
Bowl. Are you retarded?
Hetty. I'm not saying Hetty. I'm saying we're bending the rules for one guy. Okay.
So does Jalen Hurts have a better chance to make the Hall of Fame now too than Josh Allen?
No,
be in
because my point.
More. I'm saying, should he be in there more than Josh Allen?
No.
should? Why? He just beat the goal.
No. But you see, here's what I'm telling you. I'm not kicking anybody out to put Eli in.
You have to. It's the Hall of Fame. That's how it works. You dumbass. That's how it works.
It depends on who he comes up
You
with,
have
bro.
when they come up for it, you have to decide which one of these 6 bozos are going to make the Hall of Fame right now.
Depends.
You literally have to knock one out and put one in.
Yeah, he beat Tom. 2012.
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
We're talking about. Let's leave the Eli thing alone.
Hey, boy, that
Come
run.
on, Inte.
I'm telling you, we need to bend the rules for one guy.
Come on, Inte.
Hey, that Joe Flacco run, bro. He had 11 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
Oh, he
in
was
the
a
playoff
stud.
run.
Yeah, fuck yeah. He was a stud.
All right, boys, let's jump over to
That's
that.
who Jalen Hurts is to me right now. He's Joe Flacco.
You know what, man?
To me, I mean.
I agree with you.
Thanks, man.
Eli should not be in.
He does too. Wallah, he does. But
Yeah.
he just doesn't want to.
Okay.
Wallah, he does. Go.
All right, let's jump.
Even though he beat the goal, but like still.
I mean, so did Jalen Hurts.
All right, let's jump over to the NBA. It was Luka week. That's all it was. A fat, out of shape.
He was pink the whole game.
Man, poor guy. He hasn't played basketball in two
He's
months.
25.
Motherfucker was
He's 25.
sweating. He was sweating 3 minutes into the game.
He's a 25-year-old NBA athlete.
Huffing and
Oh,
puffing.
give it a couple weeks. When you see
Oh, he'll be huffing and puffing still.
Yeah,
He's always
giving
been
you
huffing
40.
and puffing.
Question I wanted to ask you guys: Are the Lakers as constructed today? Can the Lakers win a title with this team?
Absolutely.
Yes, they can.
If someone on Boston gets hurt. So let me say that. I think in the West, it's wide open. It's wide open. Because something, and I'm glad you brought this up because I've been waiting to bring it up on the pod. Something's been happening in the NBA that for some reason everybody's been ignoring. The LA Lakers have been the best team in basketball in the last 13 games. And quite frankly, it's not close. Quite frankly, it's not fucking close. Because you could say they beat bums, but they didn't just beat bums. They went into New York and stomped on New York.
Without AD,
Without AD.
without Luka.
Without, I mean, just in general, right?
Beat the Warriors twice.
They're like 11-2 in like the last 13. And LeBron, without Luka and AD, is averaging 32, 9, and 7 on 55% shooting in that stretch.
as a 40-year-old.
Fuck 40. He's not top 5 for a 40-year-old. He's top 5 in general, bro. If he's top 5 and this team is running roughshod through the league right now, bro, and then they added Luka, what's the argument against them being a contender? What is the argument? I'm not understanding. They've been the best defense in the league. And again, quite frankly, it's not close through the last 12 games. And they have, you're going to like to hear this a lot, they have one of the best third options in the league. In the league, bro. What's the argument? What's the argument against it? Somebody tell me. Give me a basketball argument why they're not contenders.
Size?
Show me. What about size?
They're not big enough.
Like we say that, bro. Jackson Hayes is 7 feet tall. The center is 7 feet tall, bro.
Is Jackson
what
Hayes?
size?
Is Jackson Hayes fit to guard these great?
Just as much as anybody else's. Wallah.
Listen,
you want the truth?
The size.
You want the truth? J-Dub ain't guarding Jokic either. If you want the God honest truth, bro, like that's just what we're doing.
The size thing is a little bit over exaggerated because listen, we could go get the best defensive center in the league. Joker is still gonna eat him alive, bro. For who we have to go through, which is gonna be the Nuggets, the Thunder, Minnesota, Rockets,
Maybe Dallas.
and sure, bring in Dallas, right? At any point of the game against any of those guys, we have the better trio compared to those guys. Our teams are better equipped on a team defense level to play with a lot of these guys. It's just really what it comes down to. And even like the Thunder, people bring up size. Like Chet is their biggest guy in that team, but he doesn't play as like a post to the, back to the basket type of guy. He's a stretch 3. And guess what we got now? I'm sorry, he's a stretch 5. Guess what we got? We have the Thunder killer We have legit Luka, who they cannot guard, and we have LeBron James. You can't bring me to the Rockets. The Rockets, I need to see them make the fucking playoffs first, right?
Too young with no experience.
And even with the Thunder, though, I expect them to be in the Western Conference Championship. But what history do we have that they can make a run like that? I'm not saying that they won't, but I need to see it though.
But also, like, Shai is putting in his bid for the best player in the world.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So that's the problem with that.
Oh, yes.
They really might have the best player on the planet.
Hey, that's a huge issue.
No,
Yeah.
it's a huge issue.
There's no great constructed team in our way.
Right.
And by getting rid of AD and putting Luka, we play like everybody else now.
Right.
We went from being this heavy score in the paint team. Now we're played just like you. And guess what? My 3 guys might be able to do better than your 3 or 2.
And it's looking like AD's play style was holding back LeBron a little bit too, and AR.
It was holding
because they're playing free
against
now.
the young teams. It was holding us back because
Him and AR's numbers are going crazy right now.
Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Let me explain something to you guys, bro. Just let me bring this up. Since the January 21st, they beat the Wizards by 23. They beat the Celtics by 21. They beat the Warriors by 10. They beat the Hornets. They lost to the Sixers. They beat the Wizards by 40. They beat the Knicks by 16, and it wasn't even that close of a game. They beat the Clippers by 25. They beat the Warriors by 8. They beat the Pacers by 7 with no LeBron James and no Anthony Davis and no Luka. And then they beat the Jazz yesterday by 21 points. They're not beating folks. They're beating the fuck out of folks.
They're beating the brakes
And
off
they're
of
doing
them.
it schematically.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're right. Dorian Finney-Smith was a huge addition to that team. Rui is a much better defender than we gave him credit for, especially in the paint. Gabe has been on one. Jackson Hayes has been on.
talk about
Bro, that
and
team,
talk about who
names wise.
and talk about
Austin Reeves?
and talk
AR.
about who the most underrated
I
player
just
in the
gave
league
Austin
is.
Reeves flowers
And
for
talk
30
about
minutes.
how he is one of the better players in this league.
What do you mean by better?
He's one of the top 50 players in this.
Yeah. No, he's more than 50. But I'm saying, like,
He's not a thought over, man.
A was
Like you can't just
he's not like someone like J-Dub. Like, J-Dub is better than AR, but like it's a like J-Dub doesn't score. It doesn't go 45, 7, and 7 without Shai to win a game. I can't see a world.
But
where
that's
that
you know
happens.
that's
maybe it has happened. I'm ignorant. I don't
yeah,
see it.
But I get what you're saying.
Was AD an anchor?
No,
No, he wasn't an
no,
anchor.
No.
He wasn't
no.
an anchor. But sometimes
They
when
play
you have a
different
player
now.
like that, you have to force feed him the ball sometimes. And he's a slower player. I mean, he's a big.
Right. Take out AD and take out Luka. They played without both of them. What? 5 games? 5 games.
AD and Luka.
The Lakers played without AD and
They
Luka.
played a good number, bro.
Yeah.
Was it 5 games? 6
I
games?
think about yeah.
He got injured against.
Was AD
He got injured against the
was
Sixers.
AD an issue?
It's not that he's
No, he wasn't. No,
It's
I'm
not that
gonna
he's
say
an issue, Swade. Right now, there's only a couple teams that play post, like back to the basket, throw it in there, and go in there. Like the Lakers are leading the league in points in the paint,
yeah.
right? And there's just not a lot of teams that do that anymore. The problem with that is that AD, number one, wanted to put a 5 out there. So he wanted them to even get even slower. Now, against these other teams, now I say you have to guard Luka, who at any point could give you 40. You have LeBron James, who's playing like a top 5 player, and then you have AR, who's like one of the best third options. in
And
the
we're
league.
just gonna run you out the gym.
We could
Wallah.
play your style.
We're gonna run you out the gym.
And now our others that Shaq likes to call them are balling, like Rui,
Gabe,
like
Vincent.
Gabe,
wild,
like Dory Finney-Smith, right?
Jackson Hayes.
And Jackson Hayes is going to catch about 10 lobs a game from all 3 of those guys, right? So we could play like everybody else, and they can't run us out the gym. And if we want to play slow, we could do it too.
yeah.
So in the past,
Schematically.
Yeah.
We have to do that schematically.
in
Yes.
the past like 8 years, take out the 2020 team. Was the 2020 team the best Laker team in a while?
That 2020 team.
The bubble.
In the last 25 years, it's like a top 5 team to me.
Have they
2020 team.
played this good? The Lakers.
This is the best they've looked.
This is the best they've looked since 2020.
even with the 2020 team.
No, that 2020 team
Yeah,
was very
I'm
different.
saying
But
since-
then.
And
Well, the
that,
next year
in
they
that
were-
stretch where it's less stars on the court, was this stretch better than any stretch that the 2020 team had?
This is
No, that 2020 team was
No,
very
no,
different.
the 2020
that
team
20
was-
team was built perfectly.
You guys, hey, there's something that there's also something you got to give Rob Pelinka a lot of credit for. We just got a lot younger, bro. Really quick, like there's some like athletic guys out there now, bro. Like, say whatever you want, but like we traded a guy who was 31, who's injury prone, and AD feel better fast, and we replaced him with a 25-year-old, right? We took a really unathletic D'Lo, and we put out one of the better defenders in the league out there. You have Austin Reeves, who yeah, he can't guard me, but he's active out there on a team defense. Like, he's not a liability out there. Jackson Hayes is moving out there. Rui's moving his ass out
young
there.
team.
They're
Bro,
young.
take out LeBron. They're one of the youngest teams in the NBA.
Yes, bro.
They're a young team, yeah.
Yes, like, and I'm so happy LA did that. We were very, very old. We got to start moving with these other teams, bro.
Yeah.
We will.
And LeBron hasn't looked like a top 5 player. He's looked like a top 3 player.
That's what I'm saying. The bro, I'm trying.
honest,
I don't want to
brother,
disrespect.
I've been saying this.
I don't want to disrespect these players, but
No,
bro,
bro,
he's looked
I've
like
been
a top
saying
3
this for
player
the
in the
last 3 years, and I'll stay on this. There's only like 1 or 2 players in a playoff series I'm taking over LeBron, and I don't know if that's even it. I'm just being really.
I mean, there's 2 or 3 for sure.
but like that's it.
Giannis, Jokic,
And
Luka, and one of them
And
is on our
Shai.
team.
Shai.
And I don't know about Shai just yet. I don't know, but
Oh, I give my-
it could happen this year. But
I mean, Shai's better than
yes,
LeBron
but
today.
okay, sure, he's 5, and that's 40. What I'm telling you is like that's why
Like, he's
LeBron-
better than Jason Tatum.
Yes, in a
7
playoff
games,
series. I'm
yeah.
not saying that he's a better player over 81. I don't know that, but in a playoff series, I trust LeBron more, bro. I'm just being honest with you, bro. Why can't I? Because he's playing defense right
There's
now.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, he is.
You got what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Real quick, I'm gonna go over the trade deadline. I'm gonna go over the trade deadline trades. You guys are gonna tell me which team was the winner and which team was the loser. Luka for AD and Max Christie.
Lakers were the
Lakers the winner.
by far.
Yeah, Maps. There's just no. DeAndre Hunter for Chris Levert and Ying George.
Cleveland was definitely
Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
That's a whole
You added a
run.
15-point scorer and a defender on your team.
Cleveland's gonna be tough this
Yeah,
year,
very
bro.
tough.
Butler to the Warriors, Wiggins to the Heat.
Warriors.
I mean, it was good for the Warriors. Warriors won that
I think-
trade. I don't think either won
I
that
think
trade.
neither are losers because Jimmy just had to get the hell out of there, out of the Heat.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram's BI to the Raptors, Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk to the Pelicans.
I actually think the Pelicans in the long run won that trade.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
No, I got the Raptors winning that.
They did get a guy who could, man, BI could put that ball down.
I know he slows your offense.
Yeah, he's a black hole. He is a black hole. Kuz to the Bucks, Middleton to the Wizards.
Who cares?
The Bucks won that trade for sure. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I know Middleton was broken and beat
That's
down,
all it was, 'cause
but
he
you
was-
could have gave a little bit. I feel like you could have got a better player for him than Kuz.
Middleton he's falling apart, unfortunately for him.
Fox to the Spurs, Levine to the Kings.
Levine to the Kings.
Fox to the Spurs, Levine to the Kings. I thought the Spurs won that trade.
Yeah, absolutely,
Really?
bro. Yes, man.
Yeah, because you gave Wemby like a young, like top 5, 6-ish point guard in the league now. So it's like,
Bro,
yeah,
the
100%.
Kings haven't been able to sniff the playoffs for almost, it was over a decade, and Fox was their guy.
They made it 2
Last
years ago.
year. What do you
But that
mean?
was the first
Light the beam.
But that was the first time they made it in like 12 years. They
No,
had
they
the
made it-
longest stretch.
Yeah, they did.
But
They
they made it
didn't
twice.
make it
They
for
made
a
it
long
back to
time.
back.
No, I'm saying before
Before
that.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
bro,
I'm
they-
sorry.
they-
Yeah,
before
yeah.
that, they had the longest stretch.
Was
I
it
think it was.
since Bibby?
Yeah, that was so weird how Sacramento got rid of De'Aaron Fox. It was weird, bro.
Well,
to me.
it's because
Did he ask for it?
because he said that he wasn't for the
Resigning?
money he was asking, and he said he didn't want to be
Yeah,
there
but he's
anymore.
a supermax player to me.
Yeah.
you should
He
give him a
is, so, yeah.
supermax to me.
Now that I brung that up, and we're talking about duos in the NBA, I want us to rank our top 5 duos in the NBA today. I'm gonna throw you guys some names so that way you guys can have an idea. We have LeBron and Luka. We have Shai and J-Dub. We have Giannis and Lillard. We have Tatum and Jalen Brown. We have Ant and Randall. Wemby and Fox. D. Mitch and Mobley. Brunson and Cat.
Why don't we blind rank them?
You want me to
Give us like 5 and we'll blind rank them.
Okay. LeBron and Luka.
One.
One. Not particularly close either, to be honest with you.
Tatum and Jalen.
Two.
Wemby and Fox.
4.
5.
4.
5 right now.
4. Go 4. Wemby and Fox are.
Yeah, that's a lot better
Four.
of a duo
Go
than
for it.
4. Giannis and Lillard.
3.
Last but not least, Shai and J-Dub.
That should have been 4, but
Fuck.
we'll go 5. I mean, we're gonna have to put them 5. That's the only spot that's left.
So
Yeah.
we
But
had,
if we can edit it, I would put 4. and
Yeah.
5. Yeah.
but even if we didn't blind rank it, I mean, I think that's a pretty good representation of what the top 5 would look
It is. I
like.
would flip 4 or 5 though.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
I mean, the best again. Shai is putting his bid in for the best player in the world, so
I mean,
he's
but
automatically gonna be 4.
Wemby's.
Wemby's not Shy yet.
Yeah, yeah.
He will be, but he's not yet.
But that's why I love that trade for the Spurs, bro. Because they did put one of the better.
Oh, I'm very, very high on De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah,
bro. Very,
they
very high
him
on him,
too.
bro. Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
we're both.
That's
very, very
crazy,
high on
man.
him.
Historically,
De'Aaron Fox is one of the most underrated players in the NBA.
Yeah.
bro. Wallah, he is.
historically, Luka and LeBron as a duo.
40 or just like in general?
Right now, the way it is, at 40 years old, like historically, are they one of the top 5 best duos of all time?
No, because LeBron is a part of 3 better duos.
Is the Wade and LeBron duo better than this one?
Yeah, I mean, they were both 28.
Well, Luka is 25
But LeBron is 56.
and plays.
LeBron's like 62 years old. He's 74.
And he plays.
He's 113 years old, bro.
and he plays.
I know, but no. Like that LeBron was clearly better.
Even the Cleveland LeBron with Kyrie.
And LeBron and AD LeBron was still in semi-prime.
But even the LeBron and Kyrie one.
The LeBron and Kyrie one were...
That's because of where LeBron was.
Just
man.
the age, yeah.
Man,
just the age
LeBron
factor.
was.
Because if LeBron was 35 on this, you're looking at a dynasty, even at 35.
Okay, so prime LeBron.
And this Luka?
And this Luka. Is that the best? Is that the best duo?
No, Kobe and Shaq is better than that. Michael and Pippen is better than that. Magic and Kareem are better than that.
This is Luka at 25. Not even prime.
That's the problem.
Yeah, it's not even
If he
prime.
was 28 Luka and 28 LeBron, then we're having a different conversation. Then they're 2. I mean, for me, the best duo that's ever existed is Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
So anything that comes after that, you know what I mean?
Oh, you think it's a better duo than
Kareem Magic?
Jordan and Pippen and Kareem and Magic?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because the gap between the best player and the second best player was huge on those.
Yeah, and people disrespect.
Like I understand, you don't like this 80s talk, but like Magic, after like year 4, was clearly a better player than
No,
Kareem.
I mean Kareem was.
And he extended his life.
Kareem was
No,
older.
Kareem, if you look at his numbers, you're like, wow, Kareem was better because he averaged 25.
Yeah,
but a
no,
lot
no,
of them
no.
were
Yeah.
on easy layups. And then Michael and Scotty,
You know-
Michael was clearly better. Kobe and Shaq are both better than Scotty, sorry. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
And people disrespect what Kobe did in those runs,
They do,
especially get to the finals.
Kobe fans exaggerate it. Kobe haters
He's giving him his
downplay it.
flowers. He's giving him his flowers.
Who, Kobe?
No,
You never have to question me
For
about
him.
Kobe, bro.
For him, he's about to go over the limit. He's about to
No,
jump
I
on
get it.
something.
I mean, is it a Hakeem NBA topic if he doesn't?
You
go
know
over
what I'm
the
saying?
limit? Why do you
Like-
go over the limit on your NBA?
How'd I go over?
Why do you push it? You get very passionate. You start pushing shit. Why?
Because there's just some guys I feel very
You
passionate
see?
about.
Like, خلاص, that's it.
I mean, he's
Because
arguably a top 5 player
the
that's ever lived,
easiest
man.
thing that people do with the Kobe and the 3, they like to disregard it, which they should, because Kobe fans push the 3 rings that he got when he was Shaq. But
Right.
it takes 2 players to get to the finals, right? And if you go look at some of these numbers that Kobe was putting up to help Shaq get to the finals,
I mean, they three-peated, bro.
You know what I mean?
Three-peat
Like,
with one guy.
Speaking of Shaq, I seen some stupid shit. He's probably gonna agree with it.
Jokic?
Yes.
He's better than Shaq.
With all due respect to you guys, to people, to Denver fans, to Jokic fans, there's not a world that I see that Jokic will be better than Shaq. Let me finish. No matter what he does,
whoa!
hear me out. He will never be as dominant.
No, he won't be.
Well, the passing and the shooting. That's it. Nothing else.
I agree.
Nothing else.
I agree.
Let me finish. Don't you dare. Because you're big on Jokic and you disrespected the greats
A lot of people, yeah.
a
They did.
long time ago when we first started this pod.
said
We
he-
let it go. I let it
You
go.
said he was better than Hakeem Olajuwon. Keep going.
Can you put him in your top 5
I said
centers
he
of all
is.
time?
I mean, 5 centers of all time, that wasn't a problem. When he got disrespectful was when he said he's the best center of all time.
But I admitted I was wrong.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, no, I admitted.
I don't
Keep
know.
going.
I don't know how I seen that video. I don't know how people were even.
Oh,
like,
I've seen it everywhere.
I-
I know what
I've
you're talking
been-
about.
I've been
people,
seeing-
people are high on Jokic.
How?
Super high.
How?
Because his peaks are.
I don't care about his peak, bro. I do not care about his peak,
peak
man.
is-
He's not as
In
dominant.
his peak, he lost to a 22-year-old Anthony Edwards.
I know,
What
but
are you
Petty,
talking about,
Petty,
bro?
Like,
But Hakeem what? He lost to Anthony Edwards in the playoffs.
Get out of here,
wait,
man.
I'm not. Wait. When the fuck did I ever
With a
say?
better team, mind you. Like, that team was better than
I
Minnesota.
never said that,
More
man. I
loaded.
never said that Joker was better than Shaq, and if I did, it was out of emotion. But I'm just No, but Joker is one of the most unique players in the league, and yes,
He's by far one of the most.
And
He might be the most
He
unique
might be
player ever.
unique player
and,
ever.
hey, but like, okay,
But unique doesn't mean better.
I know that, but okay, in a world where let's just say Joker runs off 2 more championships, in a world like I'm not saying that he is, but in a world like then he has talks to being in the top 10 of all time.
Yeah, I agree with 3 championships, 3 Finals MVPs. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
better than Curry at that point.
Like that's when you have to start
Better than
talking
Curry?
about. Yeah, like that's when you have to
With
start
3 championships, 3 Finals MVPs. Yeah,
because don't everybody
He
forget
has the same thing.
Huh?
He'll
doesn't have the- he doesn't-
We'll have one less.
he doesn't have
One
the
Finals
regular season
MVP versus
MVPs though,
3.
Huh?
1 Finals MVP versus 3.
and not the regular season MVPs. Curry only has 1, right?
This motherfucker has 3.
All I'm saying is
No, I mean he's a dominant player. He's really good. He's not Shaq.
He's not
And he's
Shaq.
not Hakeem Olajuwon either. If we're being real, and he's not
He's
Kareem.
not, he's not Kareem. He's not Wilt.
We'll
bro-
leave alone. Anything before 70 for him, just for argument's sake, we'll leave
But
alone.
bro,
he's probably not Wilt. You're
but
right.
bro,
but
you
we'll leave that
gotta
alone.
you gotta like sit there and look at like what he does as a center.
It's the passing. Because if we look at his points and rebounds, every center's done that. It's
I
the
know,
passing.
but he does that. He matches
He
all
does
those.
that, and then he gives up 40 to AD. Are we being real? Let's just be real.
I know,
about
but
it, bro.
what I'm
Like
There's
that
no-
side of the
yeah.
ball matters when you're a big man. I don't care what
There's
league
not
you're
a
in.
world where Shaq will give up. Double
Shaq is more
points.
dominant of a basketball player.
they play differently. That's why. But yeah, no, I agree.
Shaq is more dominant of
Yeah.
a basketball player. Hakeem Olajuwon was more versatile player than Jokic, and he has 2 championships, 2 Finals MVPs.
and dominant.
Maybe I mean he was more dominant. Arguably, to me, he was more dominant than Jokic, but maybe that's an argument.
Hakeem does more.
Hakeem Olajuwon was better. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, that's not a conversation yet with him and Jokic.
No.
'Cause I mean, at best, he's like 5.
But when I was saying
You know
you
what
the
I
top
mean?
5 center, I was putting him at number 5,
In the beginning, you said he was a better player than them.
and I was wrong.
Yeah, but that's why he's attacking.
Yeah, no,
because
I'm-
people are saying the same thing you're saying now.
Yeah, no, I was wrong. But he has consideration to be a top 5 center of all time. I mean, he's
Well, it depends on how you grade Wilt. That's all I'll say.
yeah.
Bill Russell, little tidbit for you. Guess how many career points Bill Russell has?
I don't want to hear.
Can
it.
you just guess?
Sure, he has-
13,000.
Yes, that's fantastic.
I think
And
Kyle Kuzma has like 14,000.
yeah, and I mean, bro, Bill.
I don't think they're recording.
Yeah,
the
listen,
scoring.
on a
Probably-
Bill.
Oh, they recorded. He had 30,000 points.
Bill on a listen,
Just for shits and giggles, the other center you played against, Wilt, has like 34,000.
Bill. If you for cultural and what you did for the NBA, you're number 1, brother. But I don't have you.
But
sniffing.
you agree Bill and Wilt are different, though, right?
Yes, Wilt
You
is
agree
different.
that's
but
different,
for me, it's just Wilt is different. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
You know, on a top 10 list, I have on my top.
It's like
10
15,
list.
25.
I thought about my top 10 list the
Let's
other
say
day.
the era is off. 15, 25 still translates.
Yeah,
Like 30 and 15. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Jokic is not better than Tim Duncan.
No, he's definitely not.
Okay, he's not better than KG.
Are we doing centers or
He's not-
big
he's
men?
not- just big men.
Just big men?
Yeah.
No,
He's not better
he's a
than-
center though.
He's not better than
KG's
KG.
KG's not.
He's not better than KG.
But that's not. I don't,
But
that's,
KG played the 5 though.
No, he
Some of the
didn't.
years he played the 5.
He
played-
played the 4. He was a.
He was.
It was a 4. Okay,
If
it
we're
was more-
talking bigs,
No, he always played with a center.
if we're talking bigs, then no, he's not better than Duncan.
He's
not
better than
better than
KG though.
Is he? Wallah, is he? KG's peak was fucking nuts, bro. He was arguably the best player in the NBA. Keep those consideration for me, the best player in the NBA.
This motherfucker has 2 MVPs already. It should have 3.
I think he has 3. He might have 3.
He might have 3, and they
Didn't he
gave-
win 3 in a row?
No,
Or he was gonna win
They
3 in a row.
didn't let him because they didn't want to give it to him for the 3rd time. But he should have won it over Embiid.
Are we considering Larry Bird a big?
No, but hey,
No.
I did it off centers
Just centers?
because Kevin Garnett is not a center.
But you're the 5th best center can't be a top 10 player in the league.
No,
Oh, are we considering Giannis a big?
he's better than Giannis.
Is he? That's arguable.
No, I
Jokic
think-
has 3 MVPs.
Yeah, 3. I thought it was 3. 3's a lot.
Jesus Christ.
Cool.
3's a lot.
Hey, don't. But what I want you to do is don't let like ignorant
media.
statements like let you go all the way to the left. Like,
Don't be Patrick Mahomes again.
yeah, because
Don't do that
Joker.
again.
Listen, Joker is doing shit on the court that no center has ever done.
That's
And
Yeah.
you know, bro, you know how I am. Like,
But, like,
well,
that's all I'm
you
trying
could
to say,
You
like-
could say it's nostalgia all you want, bro. I haven't like. It's not nostalgia with Shaq.
You're tossing up KG way too quick. Come on, bro.
Am I?
Well, yeah,
No,
well,
you Hakeem, man, you're not. There's no way.
Like they asked LeBron who's the best player in the NBA in 04. He said Kevin Garnett. And before you say that's crazy, that sentiment was around by a lot of people. Bro.
I know, but bro,
But this was a league that had Shaq, Tim Duncan, Kobe
I know,
Bryant,
but-
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony. Tracy McGrady,
Do me a
Vince
favor.
Carter.
Can you
This was a loaded
do some
NBA,
homework?
bro.
I'm not telling you. Do some homework on Joker. Come back to me and let you know what your
Joker is a top 5 center of all time.
No. I'm not telling you he's like in an ignorant way. I'm saying actually go out there and do it and tell me where you would actually.
I've done it, brother. He's a top 5 center of all time.
That's crazy to me, bro.
Maybe.
But as a basketball player,
Maybe.
like those 4 guys are
maybe,
still
bro.
better though.
Maybe.
Those 4 guys.
Maybe.
Center. If we're talking about center, he is.
Maybe, man.
Because Kevin Durant's not a center, brother.
Listen,
I mean,
I'm not counting guys before 1970. I'm just talking.
No, fuck the
I'm just talking
1970s.
modern
No,
era.
Okay, we're not talking about 1970s.
I'm just talking modern era.
All right. Last thing. We're about halfway through the season.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to be the Eastern Conference Championship?
Who's gonna be in there?
Yeah.
Boston and Milwaukee.
I want to say Boston and New York, but no. Probably, if Giannis can stay healthy, Boston and Milwaukee. If not, Boston and Cleveland.
Yeah,
I'm going with
Cleveland's
Boston, and
crazy.
I'm going with Boston, and I'm going with Cleveland too. If they don't have to run into each other, how about for the West? Who do you guys see in the Western Conference Championship?
Lakers
Lakers
and the Thunder.
and Thunder.
If they don't have to run into each other, yeah, it is the Lakers and the.
But that's
Thunder.
all ifs because 4 and
Yeah.
5 is very close to
Yeah. Right.
1. So.
Yeah, bro. No, Cleveland. I think.
I'm super high on Cleveland. I think one more year. One more year.
Really.
One more year. You guys remember I was very high on Cleveland. before
You're
the
very
season,
high, yeah.
bro.
Well, I mean,
But I still think like if. But Dame and Giannis scare the shit out of me, bro. In the playoffs,
they do.
They scare the shit out of me.
I
bro.
get it.
They do.
They do.
And he dominates Cleveland when he plays them. Giannis like dominates them, bro. So it's like I don't know. It's tough, man.
I don't trust their health, and I don't trust everybody.
We're talking
else.
about all healthy.
Yeah, and I don't trust everybody
All
outside
healthy.
of Lillard.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
and
taking
Giannis.
Milwaukee, bro.
I don't.
I'm going, and I'm. It's probably ignorant, but I'm going with the best player in the series. I just am, bro. I'm
That
sorry.
makes sense.
There's
Boys,
nothing wrong with that.
we hit a lot today. A ton.
Felt like we've been talking for 5 hours.
Yeah, bro. We hit a ton.
Honestly,
we
no, it doesn't feel like that at all.
well, because it was we got fired up by the Eli Manning thing.
Did you do your homework on Magic yet? Like I asked you last time or no?
No, I didn't. I will. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Listen, bro. Magic Johnson is one of the best players
You're
of
gonna
all
walk
time.
bro,
in
it's the
and call
Magic.
him at worst the fourth.
Hey, but so wait. Where do you
Wallah, you
think?
are.
Where do you think I have him on my top 10 on the list the other day?
Like it's probably 7 or 8.
No, I swear to God, I don't. I
do you
did.
have?
I did my top 10 list in my head in the shower the other day.
What do you have?
I had like 3rd or 4th.
So why do you shit on him? If he's the third,
Oh, I
best
just
player
don't.
of our,
I
of
don't
our
like
sport.
him.
Ah,
Him. I don't like him.
but you agree he is kind of crazy. The 5
No, I had what I have. I had you could interchange them. I had LeBron 1, I had Jordan 2, I had Kareem 3, I had Kobe, I had Magic.
Wait, go again.
So I had LeBron, Jordan, Kareem, Kobe, Magic, Wilt.
Really?
That's out of
Wow.
respect. And then I had
Larry,
Larry,
Shaq.
Duncan, Shaq, and then Curry, number 10. If I'm missing 9, then that would be like Hakeem.
I like it. I like your list a lot. I think
No,
we have a very
I
similar
mean,
list.
I have Magic.
We have a very similar list, brother.
Bro,
I think Duncan.
Jokic's not even better than Moses Malone, bro.
I
Fuck
think
outta here.
Duncan goes over. I mean, he's not greater yet. He's not greater
Fuck
yet.
out of here, bro.
I think Duncan goes over Wilt to me though.
Yeah, I mean that all those guys
5
you could
and 6.
fucking
Yeah, you
sit
can-
here and interchange to the fucking days.
Where does Kevin Durant go?
12, 13.
What a weird career.
Yeah, 12 or 13. And I thought about it.
What a weird
Can I ask you
career,
a
bro.
question? Is Jokic better than Dwight?
Yes, bro.
How? Tell me how.
Man, this guy's a 3-time MVP
Tell me how.
winner and a Finals
Championship.
MVP, brother.
If Dwight would have won a championship in Orlando, would have beat Kobe that year, I would have told you, yeah, you're right.
Really?
Yeah, well, but
The
but Dwight would give Jokic issues,
he did.
real
he
issues.
did that
business.
fucking 35.
The
At
business.
27,
no,
would be-
yeah, he
The
did.
business.
I know, but I mean,
That's an argument.
yeah, centers
Who's more
give each other the
dominant? That's
business.
yeah,
The
that's
centers give
argument.
each other the business.
If Embiid was in a bag of chips, how's he
Well,
better than
brother,
Embiid?
I agree. I agree with you, bro. I agree. It's just because it.
He has 3 MVPs.
I know, man. I know.
And he has a
I
Finals
I
MVP.
know.
Let me fucking
But
say,
he would
bro,
have.
I
He
just-
would. He would have been kind of a weird era, where like he wasn't really competing with anything crazy. Like when like certain guys win MVPs, like when Michael won his MVPs, he was competing against people.
know, bro. I
You know,
know.
LeBron was competing.
I know.
Kobe has won.
I know. I'm just saying.
Who was Kobe competing against for
I
him?
know,
Steve
but,
Nash.
this
Think
isn't-
about it.
I know. Steve Nash.
Get us out of here, bro.
But yeah.
How did the league let that happen? How did Steve Nash walk away with 2 MVPs? And
Stop
Kobe walk
before
away
these
with
fucking
one?
people come
How did that
after me,
happen?
bro.
How did Kobe walk away with 1 MVP and Steve Nash?
Before we come
so when you
after
look
me.
at NBA Hall of Fame, you're gonna see 2-time MVP Steve Nash, 1-time MVP Kobe Bryant. Think about that.
Fellas,
The Magic Johnson episode.
the Magic Johnson episode. We hit everything.
Next week is the Larry Bird episode.
Greatest white boy of all time?
By far and away.
Until Luka.
Luka has a chance. He better win a few, but he has a chance.
What I tell you in the chat the other day.
Yeah, he better win a
Luka,
few.
we will love you. We will defend you. We will overrate you. But if you cross us, you're dead to us. Just look what we did to Dwight. That's all I got to say.
Just a daily reminder that the 80s was better than the 90s.
Love you guys.
Just want to remind everyone.
Keep on supporting. Keep on hitting that subscribe button. We out, baby.